Hi besties, hi bunnies. Coffee's cold, truce brewing. Let's hit the road. Jess Machado wheeling hand, time to unfold. Early light breaks, coffee chilling in my grip. Hi besties, hi bunnies, join the trip. Cruising mass highway, spilling secrets for hours. 1 to 3 deep, no holds barred, owning our power. Squad's got my back, riding waves through the storm. Besties and bunnies, keeping it warm. Got that wild spark, singing random and free. Keeping the vibe alive, just you and me. Trolls creeping in, haters twisting the feet. Weak shots flying, but they can't plant the seed. Jabbing in my style, my fire, my rise. Obsessed in the shadows, watching with jealous eyes. Drama stirrers calling grift, but facts don't lie. While y'all view my lights touching the sky. Reddit ghosts lurking, basement critique so low. Keep throwing shade, watch this bunny glow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey. Meow, 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 feel it now. Bunny. Jess Machado show, chasing down the real. Besties and bunnies got that unbreakable seal. Meow, 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 trolls fade away. Truth in the air, lighting up the day. After dark or dawn's first gleam, we claim the throne. Jess is rolling, meow, if you're in the zone. Meow, meow. Love to my besties trolls. See your truth awaits. Jess Machado show. Buckle up. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Bunnies.
Your issue with that, Julia? Anything? Any issue with it at all?
No, I love it.
It just needs to be altered.
It needs to be tightened in the top, and then it obviously needs to. Okay. Hi everybody. Give me 1 second. Jeff, remember yesterday you grabbed a couple of hangers from Target? One had the clips like the pant hanger. Can we have that for Georgia so she can clip this dress and hang it? It's gonna hang now.
Where is that? I don't know where that bag is.
Oh, they're mine. Or then put it on a regular hanger and use the things to do it. And hang it on that door. All right, now try the prom dress on.
So pretty.
Hi, everybody. This is a different live stream. Good morning. Can you guys hear and see me? Because obviously we're not in like our regular studio space. Good morning. Hi, Beth. Julia and Aiden are here on the other side laughing at me because they've never seen me in my actual element. Sorry. It's how I earn a living, everybody. Good morning.
Hi, besties.
Jeff is here. Jeff is in a great mood because he went and got his tuxedo for the wedding
I
today.
love a good fitting.
He loves a good fitting.
We love a good fitting.
We are doing a live stream. Basically, all I'm saying to you is set the bar low. I'm not here to like produce content today. We're doing crafts. We have a craft situation going on because Julia wanted oyster shells with a hydrangea decoupage on the inside. Where did you get yours? In Nantucket or down the Cape?
Yeah, the craft fair.
Julia got one at a craft fair in New Hampshire and she saw it and she wanted it. So, somebody in the chat said, oh, Jeff's approachable. And so she went online and, well, I asked you guys and you sent me some links on Etsy. Turns out to buy all of these already made, it would probably have been around $1,500. Even if you buy them in bulk, they were still the lowest we found was like $7 a shell. So Julia found these on Amazon. We have 3 cases of 50, so we have 150 shells. And then she found these napkins. And we Googled videos on how to do it, where you take the napkins, you cut them into 4, and then you peel the back off, and then you decoupage them. And this is what they look like. And I did one the other day. You can't tell on the camera, but we trimmed it in silver. And so we're going to do 150 of these. And it came out really great. Like they're really cute. And so charming. So you can put your rings in them. You can turn it into a magnet if you want. The verdict's still out. I don't think we should do magnets. Do it like this. Anyway, so that is what we're going to be doing today. So we have a whole table set up. We have an assembly line currently right now. We currently are opening all the napkins, cutting them in fours, and then debacking them. When we do that, then we're going to set up the next part, which is the decoupage. Then after you do that, you have to finagle the extra off the edge. Then you have to go over it again. And then tomorrow after they're dry, I will trim them in silver. Jeff is here. He just picked up my grocery order. Don't judge me, but we did exactly what I said I would never do. We are back to back to back weeks of putting orders in at Amazon and then just picking them up. I regret ever saying I loathe the people that did this. It is a time saver, and I did it again because Jeff is saying I'm stubborn. Jeff went this morning to go get fitted for his tux for the wedding. He is thrilled. I will say I sent him with my dress, hopeful that it was going to make it back, and it made it back in one piece. So that is happening. Georgia is also here. She is trying on her bridesmaid dress, which she just did. I have to deback these things while I'm talking to you. She's tried on her bridesmaid dress, which needs to be taken in. So we have to go there. Can you, Julia, you keep doing that. Can you pull it? I can't deal with this. There. We have Quincy is also here. He's going to be decoupaging. We have a place in Swansea that can do the alterations in about 2 weeks. So we got to go there tomorrow with Georgia. Prom dress. So nice.
It just needs to be like.
Just that in the back. That's it. I can do that.
Cut.
Yep. I'm just going to move the zipper. It's gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
Not to tighten in the back.
You love it? It's so pretty.
Wow.
The beading is so nice.
That dress is so pretty.
The color's so good.
It is. Yeah, once we tie that, it'll tighten that up. But so I think even see with that like goldish color, I think the nude shoe would be perfect for it. You know what I mean? You love? You didn't want to try it on with your jewelry?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh.
So
I
pretty.
can.
No, it's up to you if you want to see what it looks like. You'd have to take all those other necklaces off.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're wearing her down now.
I don't.
I think you should wear your hair down.
Yeah, but then it comes to that.
Yeah, but once it's curled, it'll be up a little higher.
Yeah.
Go show Mima. She hasn't seen you in it yet.
Yeah.
It's pretty, huh? Yeah.
Who else is gonna do it?
Good morning. I don't think Georgia wants to show anybody. I don't think she'll want to show. How's everybody? I never time my comments when she looks up. Hi, can't. What's the comment? Good morning, Moons. Hi, Lacey. It's the blind in the back. Hold on, I can change it. I can lower it. I had a feeling. Is that better? It's overhead dining room light. It's not going to be great. Good morning. Listen, this is what Sunday is. When we're done with this, or in between at some point. Are you staying for dinner or are you leaving? You're leaving? I have to make dinner. Jeff was going to do the lawn, but it's raining. We're just separating. I can't do anything about the light. I know it's terrible. Good morning. Driving to the beach, but listening. Good morning. Today for dinner, we are making, I know you guys like recipes. Today for dinner, we are making chicken pot pie pies, but with stuffing on the top. So we do a pie crust, and then we do chicken pie, and then we just we make stuffing and put the stuffing on the top of the pie instead of a crust on top. 2 times.
stupid owner.
What have I missed over the past 2 days from not being online? What has been happening?
I'd be fucking livid.
It is a perfect rainy craft day. I agree.
Now, I would
Also,
rather
we're
see
getting
fucking
like
cash
close to
without
the
my
wedding.
already-
It's like 4.5
I
weeks
didn't
away,
fucking realize.
4 weeks. And so tying up all of these loose
I did not
ends
fucking realize
feel good.
that we have the best guy.
I was just saying we're going to, I think I said it on the show the other day, we're going to turn my office, like half the office into like into a staging area.
It's funny, I like look at all the teams that would make the playoffs right now.
No.
Tell me
Well,
in fucking
actually, why don't
September
you-
they're not still gonna make
I
the
can
fucking
pin that
playoffs.
dress right now so I
love
can
that
do it.
bullshit. Because if you were sitting in
I
second
literally
or third
said to
place,
Jeff, don't
getting
forget I'm on
ready
a
to go
live
to the
stream and
playoffs,
he's just as
my
loud
guess
as you
would be
could
is that
possibly
still
be.
think you're gonna make the fucking playoffs.
Jeff, can
Now, I
you?
know you're fucking-
Hold
I know
on.
you're fucking jealous because you don't have Ken Schindler and Garrett Cole and Rodon and Will Warren.
Jeff,
Max-
can you go get my sewing kit on above the stove? Dress is nice. I'm gonna take it in the back with the zipper, but oh, I did this one already. I think. You're right. There is a third layer.
Some of these are one, some are two.
You wouldn't eat any.
Do we need to tie like the strings
Yeah,
tighter
that's-
for you to
You already-
No,
No, we get a full
You
picture.
usually go to see it, you know,
Something.
We got a fucking ace if you don't. You got a fucking Rody Anthony who can't throw the fucking ball. 2 base. Yeah, there's Jared Durant having a fucking mental breakdown. You can go sit in his big space.
I'm gonna tie it tighter.
Alright, yeah.
Is that how you want it to be? Is that tight enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Scoring back here. The greatest. Was he the,
Yeah.
wasn't he the best? Is
Huh?
Scorer like the best fucking manager in fucking history or some shit like that? He just-
How does that feel?
Oh shit. Did you just drop it?
No, I got it. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said drop the dress.
Oh no. Could you do a bit tighter?
Well, apparently John Henry would. I don't know.
Yeah, like that.
Right there.
Who fucking cares about that fucking mullet fucking mustache?
Jeffrey!
I'm having a conversation.
I told you I was live. Oh my god.
Oh, look at the Haitian.
All right, there's 2 pins in
The
here.
Haitian.
Okay.
So I would take that off. Just be careful when you do it. There's 2 pins sticking out. So now it's marked and I'll know where to.
Shit liquor now. Oh, I love it. That just means so much to me. Because I know now the fucking corner.
Yeah, that's better.
It'll be, yeah. So I'm just gonna take that zipper out and then pull it in and then.
Shit liquor now. How's Ben Rice doing?
Okay.
What's that about him?
Are you sure they're
What's that
it?
about Aaron Judge?
You can't see them. They're not pinning it closed. I use the pins to mark the area that has to be. Yeah, you're fine. I'm just saying be careful when you take it off.
You guys got it first?
And the length on that is fine, correct?
I just need a heel.
Okay.
You got a nice young little boy over there. Going toe to toe with Judge. Wow.
Who's he talking to? Oh.
I've never been in last place since I've been alive.
Oh God.
Not one.
Celtics lost, Bruins lost, so we are officially on to baseball season. And unfortunately, the Red Sox have set Jeff up for peak obnoxiousness. We're working in here, Jeffrey.
Hey, how's Ben Oliveira doing? Looks fucking monstrous. See a lot of pictures of him fucking
Is Ben a junior this year or a senior?
at his games and stuff.
No, no.
He is, he's a big boy.
Jeff,
Brady's big too.
is he a junior or a senior this year? Senior?
I heard he got potential.
Can you imagine if Brady's brother
Like he'd have to work his
plays
way up.
professional baseball? I know.
Brady's got some significant potential. Hey, here's one thing everybody can be proud of. Craig Albanaz
Oh,
was
Jeff.
managing the Baltimore Orioles yesterday against the New York Yankees.
So a guy that went to school with Jeff. I know. I really do understand the lighting on here is just so bad. I don't know what to tell you. I don't like. I can't. Anyway. I wonder if I use my phone, if it would be better. A kid that went to high school with Jeff, his name is Craig Albanaz. Like Jeff grew up with him here in Somerset. He is the general manager now for the Baltimore Orioles. And Jeff is just so proud of him. And he's constantly like, Craig Albanaz. Craig Albanaz is managing. He's so excited for him. It's the light behind me. I know. I guess I could. I tried. We don't want to have the camera facing in the other direction because family. It's bad
You don't
enough.
even speak Portuguese.
So what's been going on in the chat? How's the chat? What's happening?
Can I move on to another step?
Can you move on to another step? I think the best thing to do. How many do you have there?
How long is it taking?
Well, I don't want to start. I don't want to pull out the decoupage while we're working with these napkins. Like I would rather just finish the napkin. I want the system to stay intact, essentially. Let's just get these all done and then we can start with the decoupage part. It's really like, it's going to be tricky to get the edge off of it. You know what I mean? Actually, I'll ask the chat. Can I or should I water down the Mod Podge on any portion of this? Like the part where we're taking each shell, we put Mod Podge down, then we put the napkin, then we kind of tuck it in with a paintbrush and get it flat, then we have to clear the edge, and then I Mod Podge it again. Should I water it down a little bit for the inside piece? Will it still stick the same? I'm looking to the chat for their take on this. I can't even look at how I look on screen because I just look a mess and atrocious. Hi, Georgia. You want Dunkin'? You missed it when I left. Could have got you something. Drive yourself.
Can I?
No.
Oh.
You have a permit. You cannot drive by yourself.
I can drive.
You cannot drive by yourself. Ask Jeff if he'll drive you. Although he's in the middle of something. Aren't you leaving in a bit, Julia, to go? Julia's going to pop out for a minute.
Where are you going?
She's going to go
I don't know.
run an errand.
16.
Oh my God, this is becoming cumbersome to split these. And I don't know why.
I'll get a coffee before work.
We can get you a coffee now.
Not unless anyone else gets one.
Well, I already went to society like an hour and a half ago. Do you want me to make you a coffee?
No.
Not the same.
Unless nobody else gets coffee, I won't get a coffee. I'll wait until I go to work.
What are you going to do right now?
Watch TV. What else am I supposed to do?
You want to grab one of the
No.
laundries in the
No.
bathroom and start a load of laundry?
No. Please don't make me do that. Thanks, Mom. Yeah.
My God.
Cold at night, you does, right? Probably.
102.
Here. And here you can start with these.
This is 109.
Okay, so we have 41 more to go. Just say get all of these done and then we move on to the decoupage, especially once you start with the Mod Podge, like it's open, you know what I mean? Like it'll dry out, like just get it. Oh my God, I cannot get these. How's the chat? Arkansas Bestie said DoorDash, Georgia, some coffee. You didn't have to send me $50 to tell me that. You could just text me, Arkansas Bestie. We're getting there. See if Jeffrey will go to Dunkin'. We literally live right around the corner from there. She's ridiculously generous. No. Good morning, Brittany. Hi, everybody. If you're just joining us, this set the bar low for this stream. We're crafting. We have really today to get through 150 oyster shells decoupage. Also, though, I found these at the dollar store, and I'm going to decoupage ceramic. Also, though, I found these at the dollar store. Oh, wait, that's me. Stop. Stop. Ceramic. Also, though, I found these at the dollar store. Oh, wait, that's me. Stop. Stop. Okay. I'm going to decoupage some coasters. I wonder if the best thing is for me to have somebody else run this show for me. Why didn't somebody else just jump on and talk and I can listen? Did Aiden do a show last night? We went for George's dinner, so I don't know. Did he move it to Sundays permanently? Did he do a show last night? Has anybody checked on Jimmy? Teacher Appreciation Week. So what are you crafting for teachers? We used to do some serious stuff for Teacher Appreciation Week. PTO, we always used to get like catered lunches. Oh my God, over the years, I think we gave potted plants. I think one year I gave wine to your teachers, Julia. I'm not kidding. I think I gave them bottles of wine. I'm not kidding. He has a show tonight. Sports make Saturdays tricky.
Is Jack home?
Jack is at work. He's doing a double today.
Jason sent me the video.
I'm on
of him
stream.
playing the drums.
I just showed it to you the other day.
You sent me the guitar.
Oh.
Oh my God, this is hysterical.
I didn't show you, Julia.
Did you see this one?
Can't see.
I found the old video of.
I remember it.
Wait, I found a video of Jack. Wait, I don't want to get copyrighted on that, so lower it a little. Remember the other day I shared a video of Jack playing the guitar? This is another video of him air drumming when he was like a little Sweetles. And my
You
mother
gotta put it a little louder.
got it
because
from.
he sings.
No, I know.
Julia, that's you in the background.
Yeah.
Is Justine in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was pregnant, I got a dog. Julia wanted a dog. Her name was Justine. It was supposed to be a small little white puffball. I was pregnant. We had Jackson, our golden retriever, and she wanted this dog. We got him at the mall, and she was an absolute menace. And I came home from the hospital, and hello? Hello? Yes? Yeah.
So funny.
I love when we start singing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's challenging. I know it's challenging. We're almost done. I think I've got like 15 left, but dude, it's taking forever. How are you? Do you? All right. Love you.
There's one
Bye.
section after she shuts it off and he wants her to put it back on. There's one section where it's
We're
really,
almost
really
done.
crazy, and he keeps up with it 100%.
How old is he in this? Like not even
He's
two?
18 months in that video. 16 months maybe. He was really, really small.
Yeah.
They didn't even talk. Wait, I'll show you the video too. The other day I did. Hold on, stand by.
Even that's a long video
Yeah.
for him to keep up like that. Look at how crazy he's going. See him?
He's on the beat.
Wait, look at this video. Watch.
You showed me his
Oh, and it splits
Yeah.
to him playing the guitar.
Yeah, you showed me.
Yeah.
Is that the one I have? Did you send that one to me?
Yes. We're getting to the end of the splitting of the face. To make face.
He's dead. Oh my god, it's hysterical. How many
So
views
funny.
did this get when it was on YouTube?
One of his videos, I don't know which one,
That one, he only has 2, right?
so I don't know which one, but one of them has like 117,000 views. But they've been up for a long time.
This is 128. So we need
Here,
12 more. She might be done.
Right, I gotta find the one that you sent me.
you're rushing me. Let's just finish this pile so that we have more than what we need. What if you do one and it kind of fucks up?
I don't. Can you send it to me again?
Not right now, Mom.
143.
Okay.
I don't have it. I think I needed to find it.
Wouldn't be a day without my mother yelling at her cat. I was not shit talking my mother, but Jack and George's dad came to dinner last night and they like picked up Mima's tab. And my mother was like, "Oh my God, you're so generous." And I'm going, we have a court order where I'm supposed to be collecting, claiming Georgia on my taxes. And for the second consecutive year, he has done it behind my back. So he probably got a really great refund this year, and is using that to pick up the tab and look like my mother is just like, "Wow, you're so nice. Thank you." And I'm like, yeah, we used to have a court. Well, we technically have a court order. The court order is I claim one child, he claims the other. But through the years, there's been times where he hasn't worked. And when I've gone to court, the judge is like, okay, on those years, she should be able to claim all the kids. It was kind of like an unwritten agreement. And I don't like dragging them to court or whatever. But Georgia lives here full time, inconsistent with child support, and I provide more than all of the support for her. So I should be claiming her, and he sneaks and does the taxes before I do. And then last year I didn't even know. I went to file my taxes, filed them, and then they got kicked back out because she had already been claimed elsewhere. I should have gone back to court and changed the order, but again, I don't like going to court. So I didn't do anything, and then the exact same thing happened this year. So I'm not happy about it. We're almost done. Hi, Lauren. Good morning. It pisses me off greatly. I'm annoyed by it, but it's not worth the fighting or the arguing. He's lucky that he's doing it in a year where I'm not like looking forward to my refund. You know what I mean? It's almost like he's doing it now and I'm doing well, so I don't need the refund the way that he does. I do my taxes. Well, for last year, I did them in both ways. Like, if you do your taxes like through H&R Block, which I've done my whole life since I was 18, and a friend of ours worked there, so I would do them in person there all the time. Lately, to save the money, I had been doing them myself, but if you go online, you can essentially do your taxes. Like, if I claimed Georgia, what would my refund be? If I didn't claim Georgia, just so I kind of get an idea about what I lost. And it was significant. It was like $800. So, but you go ahead and pick up my mom's tab. Not going to fight over it. All right. We only got 6 more left. Just washed my kitchen, bathroom mats, and mopped my living room and floor. I'm spent. I interjected cleaning Friday throughout the day and Saturday a little bit. And so we had no cleaning to do, like Jeff and I. So that's normally what we do. And then I would normally go to the market and get all the groceries, but I put my order in last night. Jeff went to go get his tux. He went to get fitted for his tux. And then he went straight to Walmart, grabbed the stuff, and then we came home. He came home and I was ready to start doing this. I didn't know Julia was really coming until a day or two ago, but she's here. And Jack is at work. Jack was home early last night. I say early, by 12 o'clock. So I was in bed by like 12:30. Thank you. My curtains are Amazon. I should link those. I have an Amazon storefront that I get like commission off of if people buy off of the links. I should probably be better with that. But so I have had the same curtains in my living room here since I bought my house in 2016. And I had a set of curtains upstairs in my bedroom from COVID. And the only thing I've ever done is swapped out the curtains from my bedroom down here because I have 3 sets of windows. That's it. I've never purchased any curtains. Oh, that's not true. I had the blue ones. Remember the blue ones? I had blue ones that I bought from Amazon, but anyway, I splurged and bought these and I love them. And I think they look great in here. All right, we're almost done. One left. Are you going to be ready to start? Once I get through this part and I can start painting, then I can talk a little bit more and I can look at the chat. Bay Harbor Beauty is going to the beach. Bay Harbor Beauty debuted a new video before her shows, and I believe Moons made it for her. Where's the song from? The song is so catchy. And also, it really makes sense that like it was giving like Academy Award vibes, like the black and the gold. It really worked. And the song was so catchy. It was really good. And also made me like a little nostalgic for like when I first interacted with Julie from Bay Harbor Beauty. Back when I was in my studio a long time ago. Seems like a long time. It's not even a year ago. Oh my God, this one is really like a challenge. But it reminded me of, it's an AI song. It's really good. And the video is great. But it reminded me of my studio, which I loved. I have some tea too. I'll give you some tea in a minute. Let's get this done. We're done. Okay. Can I have the ones to throw away? Is this table close? I can't believe you did it like we have a trash bag set up over here. Also, this is problematic the way that you just flatten it up. Get rid of the blanket. I don't know if my bestie is on here that sent me the Minxie blanket, but Julia loves the Minxie blanket and she has it wrapped around her at the table right now. It's driving me nuts. It's not that cold in here. Okay. These are for later. So you're going to return these? But way too many of these. Okay. Can I have the Mod Podge? I have Julia's minimal effort on everything is deeply concerning. Okay. Want to split these up? What are you doing? All right, we need, so these, the lighting is just so bad in here. These are little cups, like Jello shot cups that I get. But anyway, I have a ton of these, hundreds of them. So I'm gonna put the Mod Podge in there. What was the verdict? Can I add water for these on the inside? Can someone tell me what's the verdict? So on the shell, the lighting is just terrible, correct? It's bad. Make a ball with the no water is what no water. Thank you very much. Okay. Here's yours. So I think use this brush for the original application. I think this one is better on the inside of the shell, Julia. So this is going to be for the inside of the shell. And then I would venture to say, I'm not sure exactly which one of these will be better size-wise. I bought new brushes only because I have a ton of paintbrushes that I use to paint, and Mod Podge kind of ruins the brush. So I brought my own new ones. I don't think we're going to need all of those, but whatever. So what are you doing, and are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, send me a half of the pile. Hand. You're going to have to reach. Julia! Okay, you're also going to need an area or a spot to put yours when they're done, to lie them down. Let me just check with the chat. Hi. Yeah, the Minky blanket. What did I say, Minxie? Yes, the Minky blanket. One of my besties sent it to me, and I am the person who uses it least. Can you close the curtains? Let me try. Oh, I forgot that guy was my picture. It's a little better. Is that better? It's just the overhead light. That's what sucks. The picture, I know, it's ridiculous. All right. This is my crafting shirt. It's better. What are you doing?
Ready?
Okay. Do you want to take some towards you? Do you want your own box?
Let's take a couple. Some of them are so big.
Already, we got this. Already.
So you brush it on and then you
So
press.
I think this brush is going to be, this brush might be the better brush to do the Mod Podge
There's
with.
like
It's okay.
Like white. Look, you can see it going
I
through
know.
the air. There's like dust.
So I think this is, I don't know, maybe you can just use this brush. Because I think that's the brush that's going to work best for this. That's the same size as I used last night. So if you do this and you just, but you got to move fast. But also, like, I kid not, like, you've got to get the edge as well. And it's got to be a very thin layer. You can't have, like, you know what I mean? And you've got to get every part of it. Do the edge. But not this area. Because you don't want it to go on there. Okay, and then I kind of did it on a triangle, like this, kind of. And then I literally like pushed it in at the top first. And literally just like used my hand to push it all the way in as everywhere that I could to make sure that there's no bubble. And you kind of got to do it quickly and delicately. So also like it doesn't rip, you know what I mean? Especially in that top corner. And then look, I did it like this. Like, see what I'm doing here? I'm just like really pushing it on the edges. And then I'm not kidding. I rip it in a second. Like, so that's the first thing I did. Is it all the way in?
Here at the bottom. What are you doing with the bottom?
It's all pushed in as much as you can. Like it's as flush as it. Now mine's completely flush on the inside. And now I'm not kidding. Look, I just literally am using my hands and I'm like, it's all rips away. But you got to push it on the opposite direction. And then once you decoupage that, like those little flyaways, they just kind of get absorbed into the shell. That's it. You did it. And now decoupage it again.
I thought this was going to be a lot worse.
Again, thin layer. And also like I really go like this, Julia, on the edges to make sure like it gets like all the, don't go too heavy with it because it'll like blur the ink, I guess. You know what I mean? Like the, fingerprint doesn't match because I've got decoupage all over my finger. It's covered my fingerprint. It won't even get my phone. No. Oh my God, it literally will not open my, don't too much. You don't have to go crazy. So Karen, who's in the chat, she just sent me a picture of, I think she sent this to me before, but these are the shells that she saw at a store down the Cape. Yeah. And these Cape Cod clam shells were $20 each, and the oyster shells were $12. Anyway, 1 down, 2 down, 138 to go. To go.
You can get the seashells on Amazon too.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say again what you are using? I can. So we bought boxes of oyster shells. The lighting is just so bad in this dining room. Boxes of oyster shells on Amazon. I'll link them. They came in boxes this big, 50 per box. We need 140. So we're going to do 150. Then we also got just plain napkins, like cocktail size napkins on Amazon. We cut each napkin, we opened it, cut it into 4 squares. So for every napkin, we got 4. So, and then Mod Podge. This is like a standard. I have tons of this, but this, and we're just painting, and some of these are a little smaller than others. This one's kind of peculiar shape. Does anyone want to be invited to talk while I'm doing this? Like, if you want to, I can post a link and you guys can just like talk amongst yourselves, like on screen.
Sure, this one's ripping in places.
It's okay.
What is that shirt I'm wearing?
Oh, Julia has a shirt on that has an oyster shell on the back that says Wellfleet. Where'd you get that down the Cape?
I thrifted it.
Oh, really? Where did you thrift to that?
Salvation.
You got that at Salvation?
Mm-hmm.
The Salvation Army in Swansea?
Mhm.
Did you go there with me?
No.
You went without me?
Mhm.
Wow.
Got this like a year ago, probably.
I really want to go to the Salvation Army in Newport. I have not been there in a long time, but they have great stuff.
Mm.
Okay, so once it goes inside, then you just start.
Having trouble with the bottom part. Like,
Wow, it just comes off so easy if it's wet with Mod Podge. It's such an easy rip. Oh, this one's kind of cute. I like it. It's like a small little shape. It's a cute one.
can you salvage this?
Can I salvage what?
This one that I'm messing up.
Why? What's wrong with that?
It has a hole. Can you salvage it?
Hold on, I can't stop. Give me 1 second. Which one? What happened to it? What did you do to this?
Everything went wrong.
What's going on with this one?
I don't know everything.
Oh, at the top? I see it.
Yeah.
You didn't put enough of Mod Podge in the...
Hole?
Yes. That's a very important part of that.
Okay. I thought there was too much.
That's fine. This one's good. That's good. It's done. Happy birthday, Deborah. I turned my daughter on to thrusting. I am hoping you mean thrifting. Use a nail file for the edges. It's easier. Just file it down in a downward motion. What a great idea. Let's call Mima. No doubt Mima has one. we're going to summons her from the from her side of the house. Good idea, bestie. Is she not answering the phone? Ma! Mom! I can't believe she's not answering my phone call. Mom! What's a meatloaf? Mom! She's in her lair. She's called. Wow.
I mean, Mom's trying to call you to come out here.
Mom, do you have a nail file? Can you bring it out? That's nice. She answered you in one ring. Did not answer me. Let's try the nail file technique. I have no complaints about the technique that I'm using. It's fine. But if that makes it easier,
I have to be okay
I
with
get
the
a
napkin
feeling like
crinkling.
it's okay if it crinkles a little bit. It's not perfect.
This is gonna be my best show yet.
It's your best shell yet out of 3. You're gonna be on shelf 50 and you're not gonna care what they look like. Don't do the edges until they dry. It's got to be dry. Yeah, but I don't want to do the outside layer of the decoupage with this. I see what you're saying. Dry does make sense, but I have a very limited time to, it's got to be dry. Can I just try it for a second? I know it's going to be dry. I hear what you're saying.
I want like a very small pair of scissors.
They're cute, huh?
I think they are coming out very cute.
Oh,
Does it work?
it's better.
Okay. You can have that one. I have 2.
Do you have? Can I have another, or do you need both of them?
I can send Jeff to the dollar store to grab them.
I actually. Oh, I don't get it. in my car.
This is actually a far better. Oh, wow. Besties for the win. And it doesn't really have, I know you're saying it's going to be dry, but like it kind of doesn't because it did it perfectly. Oh, wow. I prefer that method.
It's not as big as that one.
It's okay.
I mean, it's wide, but it's
Oh,
big.
yeah.
Mom, you want to move these that are done over to the mahjong table?
You want to make any name or no?
These done?
Slave labor. Yeah, these are all done. Guess I'll just work.
How did you do that?
That one's done. No. Like this. Julie, no. Downward. I prefer that. I prefer that. That's better, if you ask me. It's faster. It's cleaner.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And you don't have to kind of rush where it's wet. You know what I mean? When you're doing it the way that I was doing it, you kind of do it and I overcompensate with the Mod Podge on the
Going in
edges.
shower.
I don't think you need to
Okay.
do it that way. What bestie? Coco said it that way. I prefer. What a great tip.
Is that
Chat always said, yeah. This one needed a little help on the inside. It was a little mangy. So we're breaking the rule. Ah, so good. So much better. It's cleaner. You know, I
Holding the
thought.
shell.
Say it again.
Like, what way are you having the hydrangeas go? You're having
The hydrangeas go.
the bottom, like this part of the shell is down.
No, I have it flipped the other way. Like that's the top, and the hydrangeas go down that way. Does it matter though?
I guess not, but I think you're right because actually, if you're gonna place them, this doesn't make sense. This makes sense.
Oh, this just looks so much cleaner with the with this. Bravo. We're doing I know you guys can't see it, but we're doing the top is a little tricky. We're doing silver edging. So after these are completely dry, we have to go back with silver paint. Wow, that looks great.
Are you ripping it first, or are you just doing that?
What?
Are you ripping the napkin and then using?
Well, in that area, in this instance, there was a little bit too much fabric at the top because that was like, you know what I mean? So I did rip it a little bit. There's no real way to do it. I mean, this just gives it a little bit of a cleaner look. I'm not saying it's easier with the thing, but it definitely gives it a cleaner look. Like the edges look a little bit better. But once you put the silver around it, it kind of ties up the edge anyway. So it's, I don't know. I'm not saying it's, what did I do? I don't know why that happened. Like this one, this is going to be a challenge, this one. Do you have a DT close by? What's DT? Dollar Tree. Yes, I literally have one right across the street. Oh, you know what? Thank you for even mentioning that. We should get Georgia Duncan. She wants Duncan.
Sunday Ninja. Look, this one's good.
Oh, he's a baby one.
I like this one.
Oh my God, this one's like so deep.
I know they are like all different sizes.
Yeah.
I don't think I read that Amazon review though that was like you have to rinse them out because of the sand. And I see what that person was saying, but it's not sand, it's like just dirt. Like these aren't real.
Right. Did Jeff and Aiden go somewhere?
No, they didn't.
Why is nobody answering my phone calls?
Please leave your message for.
Are you going to call him? I swear to God, if he answers your call, I'm going to be pissed.
Like I'll date him. Hi. My mom was just trying to call Jeff. I don't know.
Can you tell Jeff to?
Show Jeff Vegas stuff.
Can you have Jeff call me?
Yeah, just have him call her. Oh,
He what?
he's inside. He's here.
Jeff, Hi.
All right, bye.
are you able to go get Georgia Duncan? Thank you. This one was like, look at this is like a whole bowl. Like it's
I like
so
that
deep
one.
inside.
I'm so worried that people won't take them.
What do you mean? People will take them. You make sure you have to I'll let people know that they are favors.
I'll make a little sign.
You can make a sign. Hi, do you want to text me? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Do you want to text me what you want from Duncan?
Yes! Yes!
Jeff's gonna go.
Wait, who else is getting coffee?
I'm gonna get coffee too. Don't worry, you're not the only one.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Text it to Jeff.
Why does she need
I'm
to
not
know?
getting coffee because she doesn't want like it to be just for her.
I know. Last night I said that I was getting dessert, even though
I know she'd only So I'm not actually getting coffee, but Georgia needs to think that I'm getting coffee. Hello.
I don't mean to bother you again, but if you have a Dollar Tree, have Jeff in the hardware car section. They have a sanding block that's like 1 inch thick and it's like 2 inches by 3 inches. That'll make it even faster and easier to file it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you. I will
Okay,
send him on his way.
All righty.
Thank you.
All right. Love you, honey.
Love
Bye.
you too. Bye. I know exactly what she's talking about.
it's a good tip.
Yep. Well, this one was easy to do. I love it's when you get one that's hard, when it's a good one like this, it's like better. It's fun.
Actually, no.
Did someone just say if you iron the napkins before it comes out flatter? What? That can't be possible.
It's easy. I'm like, oh yeah? Like, yeah, so it's like 5 years really easy. What do you got? Just because you do it doesn't mean I know how to fucking do it. I'm not going to Nah, you just don't get a so what the fuck up, just get over here and do this shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking with you, fuck.
So pretty. Medium hazelnut Dunka latte, snack and bacon, and a glazed donut. Kid weighs like 89 pounds. Just like
Have you tried the marshmallow cold foam yet?
marshmallow cold foam. No,
Duncan just put their summer menu.
no.
It's so good. I think that the shell that I bought at the craft fair
Hold
is
on.
the same exact print.
Do you want anything from Duncan? Do you want my debit card? No, it's in my purse. Is my purse right there? Hello? It's right here, Jeff. Hello? Yeah. Yes. Attorney-client privilege. Correct. Send it to his. You don't want him to do it? You don't want it to be? No. Oh, it doesn't mean that you can't. It just means like he can't share, like in a court case, like if you share something with him, like he's not obligated to like share it with the court or anything. It's protected. You can still share it with me. No, that's okay. That you're fine. It just means if there ever came a time where you did not want something that you shared with your attorney to be public, then it's protected. But something like what you're trying to do, he can. Yes, of course. I mean, think about evidence or things like that. If people submit it to their attorney. All right, you're good. Yes, you're good. Okay. All right, bye.
What's that doing for the rest of the day?
Don't ask. Look how great these look.
They're coming out so giant.
You can go and do, yeah, you can go and do what you need to do if you want to leave. Did I text it to you, Jeff, what you're getting? Not yet. Here it is. That's Georgia's.
Baby, you want your ice cream? You want your doggy ice cream?
Yeah, Mom got you ice cream.
Come on, Reagan.
He doesn't want to get up for it. Can you just bring it to him?
Reagan, come get a
I
treat.
have to work. I know I have to think about
Medium. You don't have to stay and do these. I can do them. I'm all set up.
Yeah, but I like to craft.
You don't have to. You can go. It's already 1:12.
I like crafting.
Here you go. Have a ball. Come on, big boy. Come on, Reagan. Yeah.
Did you get the record back?
Doesn't, because like, see how it just kind of like, it's fine and it's wrinkled?
No, I mean like when you pinch it here.
You'll see, because it kind of just like goes in on itself.
Can you use this debit card instead?
Because the shell itself is so bumpy.
Thank you.
But it's
What the fuck?
like,
I don't know how that happened. I really don't.
see, it kind of like just flattens out.
Thank you.
I'm good at this craft.
I mean, I'm just thinking about how much money it's saving. You know what I mean? Like, this is definitely the way to do it. And we have the time. It's early enough. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of time to get it done.
Yeah, I can't imagine paying for them.
I can't either. It's crazy. Somebody sent me a link to one on Etsy, and it was like still like it was $10 or $11 each. And then if you bought so many more for like what you needed, it ultimately would have ended up being, I think, $7 each. But still,
Well, what's crazy is, even further, I almost bought the shells themselves off of Etsy because I didn't realize that I could buy something like this on Amazon.
mhm.
And I almost bought shells, 150 shells. It was $175.
I remember that's the first ones you sent me.
Yeah, but like they weren't made. It was just these
Yeah,
shells,
right.
and that was $175,
Right.
and these were $30.
So it's $30 for the shells. How much were the napkins?
The napkins were like $5 a pack, but we only needed one pack.
Two. We used two.
Two,
So
so
2
10.
packs. So $10. So that's 40.
And then I bought the Mod Podge and the paint was another like $10.
So that's 50.
$10.
And then like the supplies here were another 10.
Crazy.
So $60 for 150 of them. You don't want to put them in cellophane bags with ribbon or anything, do you? Because I
just
can
love
grab
the
that from.
aesthetic of them on the table. Like, that was my whole point.
But
was to
do
put
you
them
think
on-
that if this is sitting on on a plate, is it going to be on the plate?
I don't know.
Will somebody think it belongs to the?
Decorative? Like, that's
Will
what
somebody
I'm
think it
worried about.
belongs to the resort? You know what I mean? Like, will they even think like they should keep? Well, some people think, oh, I shouldn't take it.
Well, that's why I was thinking of putting signs on each table that were like, "Please take your shell."
Why don't I get clear cellophane and see what they look like in plastic? But then you're going to need like a tie or a ribbon or something,
I just feel like then it's not as appreciated.
unless they can see it, like out of the plastic.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I have to think about it. I guess This one came out. I'm moving
Wrap some in
fast.
cellophane and have on a separate table so people get the idea. I'm not going to have that many left over.
Oh, good night. Coming. Moving faster.
Yeah. Once you get the hang of it, it is going faster. And I actually do really prefer this method with this.
I mean, we could
Dogs
take it up a
outside.
level and we could write the date on them, but I think that that's
Are the
challenging.
dogs outside?
I don't know where the dogs are actually. Write the name where though?
People's names or something. Yeah.
Write their name on each one of these?
I think it would just be too challenging.
How would we even do it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll ask the chat. I don't think there's a way to like personalize these. That sounds like I don't want to get involved in that.
No.
How about if you put it with their place cards?
That's what I was gonna do.
Oh, their place cards on the table? Or are their place cards? How is it working?
I put a place card settings and name.
I closed those windows in the den. Is that all right?
Yeah, thank you. So, oh, I forgot those were open. That's why it's cold in here.
Yeah, I know. I said that when I came in. I was like, oh, it's open.
So, wait, I have a question. So,
Man, how can you stand the smell?
Of what?
of what?
I don't know, paint or something. I
Yeah.
was over there before and it made me dizzy.
Oh, it's Mod Podge.
It's, yeah,
Isn't it
still-
just glue?
it's kind of like got a chemical thing. I don't understand. The table is going to have a place setting with a card with the name. And then how are they going to find the table?
There's gonna be a seating chart.
There's a seating chart when you walk in. Is there anything to take from the seating chart, or they just find their name with their table and they go to the table and then they'll find their seat?
I think they'll just. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I think that they would just find their seat.
Okay.
You guys are gonna get high.
I mean, it's glue.
I am already high.
Mod Podge is just glue.
It does have a scent to it though. You don't smell it?
Really?
Maybe I should have left those windows open.
I mean, I smell it, but I don't think it's very strong.
I wouldn't put names on them. I will go back and read the chat, by the way. I can't catch it all while it's going, but I can't believe we have 2,200 people watching. Me not even look at you. I'm sorry. I feel like I will tell you it's very hard for me to not participate with you, even in a regular way. But I did set the tone that this is what it was going to be. Oh, yes. Whoever suggested this wins the day. It does get a little tricky at the top because it's weird. Okay. Paint. Put on table. People will take them. No names. You're overthinking it. I agree with that. You want them on the table, but do you think putting them on a table by themselves, people will understand more that they are a gift?
Yes, but I think then only
You
like
still want-
75 of them will get taken.
But you want them on the table setting.
Yeah, I think so.
So like on the plates. Do you have chargers? No charger. A little baby one. Quincy, Quincy, Quincy. Table is going to get cluttered with glasses, food, etc. Bride wants them on the table. Where's Jake? Where is Jake? Was he up for like 24, 36 hours and now he's sleeping? I like Jake. I don't know where I was discussing this. Maybe on Jess Walsh's show the other night. I popped in, her and Jake were on. By the way, they make a great couple. I don't know if they like approve of me saying that, but I'd rather ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. But I was floating the idea of, do we bring back Kane? I just feel like Kane is sad. And he's not getting the views. The Minifans abandoned him. He fucked with me and I just cut him off because that's how I am. But do we bring him back? I don't know. I'll leave it to the chat to decide. We know you like Jake. I do like Jake. It's not my story to tell. Oh, look at this one. It's so slender. It's not my story to tell, but like Jake and I have spoken like offline, and sometimes I just think like people act out or act a certain way because of like things in their real life. And like he thanked me the other night. He's like, thanks for giving me the confidence. And I think like, I don't know, sometimes you never know who needs just a little to be a little nice to him. You know what I mean? I also have a surprise. I'll tell it to you now since you're all here and this is such a bad show overall. So remember Bunny After Dark that we did with the panel, right? With Jimmy and Purple Kool-Aid Drinker and Jessica Walsh. I loved that like style of like asking questions and doing like little things. Remember, like it worked so well. Like obviously Canadian strip poker is just like hysterical. And never could have planned that would have gone so well. And Jack, my son Jack, was like part of that whole process of coming up with that. But I like that. And I said I would like to do this again with a different panel. And I actually had in my mind a certain panel. Before I go and ask Aiden, I needed to get the other panel guest on board and see if they could or would do it. And the answer is yes. And so Courtney is going to do the panel. So if Aiden can do it, Courtney can do it. I was trying to do it this Wednesday. I have not talked to Aiden. Might be tricky for Courtney because they're on trial. But no court stuff. Can't talk about court things. Just the fun type of skit that we've done. But I think Courtney would be perfect. And she needed to. I know everybody's very excited. It'll be cool. And so Courtney's in on it. So I'm hoping we can do it for Wednesday. I've got to check with Aiden. Obviously, I want them to be on the same panel. If we can't get it on the same panel, I think that would kind of suck. But, oh, that's the best one. That reminds me of your own, actually. So, yeah, we're going to get Courtney on. That was taking some time because we needed Timothy Bradle approval for that one, which we got. But we can't talk obviously court things or whatever, but fuck it. I think Courtney on would be great. What do you want me to do? Go get Tina too? I understand that there was like a big campaign to get me taken down in April, and is Purple's is his still down? Papa Bradle said yes. I don't talk to Courtney about Tina at all. Never even mentioned her. Courtney is Tim Bradle's paralegal. Courtney. Hold on. This one's a little tricky. Courtney is so funny. She really is. You don't get to see that, but that's why I wanted her on. I thought like her personality is so funny, and I think she's part of this whole thing. And like, I don't know. I think she'd be she's a sleeper. She's a good one. Hi, Skip. Skip's here. Skip, we're just crafting today. How are things? You did not miss a thing here, Skip. So anyway, so we're trying to do that for Wednesday. However, if Wednesday isn't possible, we might be able to do, I don't know. Friday we can't because Friday is prom. So prom is Friday. Is there something else going on this week? So prom is on Friday. I'm still working on the other member. Oh, a baby one. Still working on the other one. But also, Jake from State Farm he is doing a Jeopardy thing about like me. And I cannot wait to do it. So I need to fit that in as well. And so like maybe we have that on Wednesday as well. We could just do like a mega show on Wednesday. But I have to talk to Aiden. I will I don't like to work on the weekends. Like everybody needs their time. I should have peeled that one off on that one because it's a little tricky. Pretty. What was the verdict on Kane? What are people saying? Kane's a menace. And this week, 2 times he was on Spaces drunk shit talking me. So it's kind of like he's spiraling, kind of. Not sure how I feel. Not sure. Oh, people say no. Okay, chat wins. There, take that, people who say I don't listen to the chat. I don't want to get into it, but a couple things. One, I mentioned something the other day about the baker on my chat, and I went back and watched it. I don't know how it's not obvious. Like the statements I was making overall were kind of like a joke. But I also went back to some previous things about it. You know, I have nothing against the baker at all. I will say, I don't think he's a fan of me very much. But I went back and saw a bunch of comments and people like, don't come for, I wasn't coming for the big, what's his real name? Does he have a real name? What is, well, I'm sure, obviously he does, but what is his real name? I don't know what it is. I don't want to like, I can't, I'm not going to do like a whole thing on it, but like, it wasn't that serious. And I love that people are so protective of their favorite content creators. And I obviously have people just like that for me. And so I love that, but it wasn't that serious. And I just don't, I don't know how it wasn't obvious. So I apologize if the fans were thinking that I was kind of like going crazy at him. It shouldn't impact whatever. Wasn't that serious. But I guess I could see. I don't know. Well, I think the part where I said I was like, sometimes his things are like very sexual. But I don't know if that's like his shtick. I don't watch him enough to like know. I was for a while. I was hopping in before. But he comes on at weird times for me. Hi, Jennifer. We are making oyster shells with a hydrangea napkin decoupaged on the inside as the favors for my daughter's June wedding. And so we have some time to get these done. And she tried to buy these, but they were very costly. And then we looked it up and she found all the product and she thought that we could do it. And indeed, we have been able to do it. So this is the first. It's hard to see. So once these are done, so the first step was sorting the napkins. Then we put the tissue paper on the inside and decoupage them. Tomorrow, we have to paint all of the edge in silver paint. But we have to do 150 of them. So we have kind of like a workstation. Julia's here, but she's not chatting.
Focus.
She's focused. Oh, they are really pretty. We had one finished and we tried it yesterday or the day before, and they came out great. And I think it's very on brand for the whole wedding. So we kind of planned that today was going to be a craft day, hence like a Sunday show where I would normally not live stream, but I was like, I will do it sitting here with everybody. George is going to be working. Jack is working a double. Julia popped in just to do a few of them, but she's going to go soon. And Jeff is working on house projects. So we're getting it all done. First line to the song I wrote you, she's up before the sun, already on the run. So those of you who don't know, I don't know, everybody here should know who Skip is. Skip is someone that I found on my Instagram algorithm before he started, but he is in a project that he deemed called the isolation year, where to change not only his body, but his mind, he is isolating in a year, in a room for a full year to focus on his mind and his body. And his first videos that I saw on Instagram caught my attention. And he was getting ready for his lockdown. So he was in the prep mode. And I was fascinated by it, just the notion of it. I have no idea how he ended up in my algorithm. He is out in Colorado and we are in Massachusetts. I don't know how it got there, but I started watching him. And then one night I was on Bunny After Dark and I was like, you guys want to see what I'm obsessed with right now? And I shared it with everybody. And then I connected with him when he was in isolation. I don't remember what day it was, but it was pretty early on in the situation. And we talked on the phone while I was on my live stream. And we kind of like, I don't know what's the right way to say it. It's almost like from like Twilight, like we imprinted on each other. Like I've just always he became like my comfort show at night. I would just tune it in just to check on him. If you don't know, he like has cameras going 24/7 in his room to watch him. And it was just kind of like, I don't know. It's the same way I feel about casinos. And I've talked about this, but like, no matter what's going on in the world, if the casinos are still open and people are still going, then everything is going to be okay. Like in my mind, like having people up all hours of the night make the night less scary for me or whatever. And anyway, so he became, oh, this one came out so good. So he became like my comfort, like thing. I wouldn't even talk. I would just listen. And sometimes he wasn't even doing anything either. So I shared him with the bunnies, and then all the bunnies went over and we did like a bunny raid one night. And I think actually some of the bunnies have become mods for his channel, and everybody was kind of like invested. And then very shortly after that, mainstream media picked up on it. He was on People magazine, and like everybody started picking up on what I think is like a really incredible like project, which is to self-isolate for a year to kind of like change his life. Weight wise, he's down a significant amount. He doesn't even look the same. He did a gauntlet the other day. I think he did like something insane, like 40,000 steps or something fucking ridiculous. And it's just been a very interesting like thing to kind of be adjacent to and watch. We've talked a couple of times. Recently, his mom got ill and he was really struggling because he had to leave the room. And he felt like a disappointment, and he felt like he let all of his followers down and things like that. And, you know, I was one of the first people to say, like, listen, you guys know me, like Kane fucking did one thing and rubbed me the wrong way. And as much as I love Kane, I had no problem calling him out for it. I would be the first one to say like, dude, you shouldn't leave or whatever. But like, to me, it was not even an issue that he left and went to go see his mom. And he's been out a couple of times to kind of handle business, but he snaps right back and goes in. I mean, look, do I have proof that the guy's not fucking going to like a fucking McDonald's and buying like 14 fucking meals? No, it's none of our business. But he had to leave and he handled his family shit and he's back in. And, you know, like, I don't know how much we've got to probably talk to him again, but, you know, we talk about all the positives about what he's doing, but I am sure there are a lot of difficult negative sides to what he's doing. Costs, is he making any money off of this? Is it costing him money? You know, how's his family with him? You know, are they still all on board with it? Isolation Wife is always in the chat, so I'd like to think that she is, but like even the most supportive people have bad days. Look at Jeffrey, you know what I mean? Like, Jeff supports what I do and my job and everything, but there are days where he just fucking hates it, you know, hates it. However, I did love to hear that Skip was able to see his grandchild and reconnect with people for a day. And if anything, it's a good motivator. But to be honest with you, he's been isolated for the better part of every single day for the past, I don't know how many days he's on, but I could not do it. Could not do it. And he's lost a ton of weight, which is great. And, you know, in 2026, and I'm not judging anybody, but when all you have to do is take a shot and even now a pill to lose weight, right? You know, a lot of people do it. I'm not saying it's the easy way out, but, you know, I'm not one of those people. I don't want to put anything in my body. I'm worried about like the long-term repercussions and side effects for this stuff. I wasn't willing to do it. I'm losing weight the hard way. Like really, it's miserable. And he's doing it again, the hard way, but in a more dramatic way. And I think he thinks that it's going to make like lifelong changes for him, which I'm sure it does. It will. It's very interesting. And I think it's great that like when anybody does something and then like opens up the world to let them watch it, I'm a big fan of that. Like I share my life all the time. And a lot of people probably have a misconception about when I do this stuff that it's like narcissistic or it's not that. It's time and time again. I've learned even before this, when I would blog, I learned that talking about my life and like all of the things about it make other people feel like they are less alone. I get that constantly all the time from people, especially when I talk about like issues I've had, like in my marriage or with my raising my kids or with my baby daddies. Like there are people that are like, you know, I feel like I'm not the only person who went through that. Thank you for sharing it. I mean, all the drama I have with like other people or whatever politically and stuff, I don't think anybody really cares about that. That's good tea. But the other stuff, I think it makes people, I have so many people that message me all the time that are like, when you talked about this made me feel so much better. And it's interesting hearing it. And it's just, I don't know. And I also do try to balance the shit talking out with like good quality conversations. I will tell you, in light of what has happened with the Republican convention, we've had more and more like reasons to talk politics. And as we are getting into the primary in September for like the candidate that will eventually go up against Maura Healey, I feel more compelled than ever to get involved. But I am having a struggle. So there are a lot of people that were a part of the Mike Keneally campaign that have already moved over to the Brian Shortsleeve or Minogue campaign. Most of them Brian Shortsleeve because they're similarly aligned. And indeed, Brian called me himself and asked if, you know, if he could have my support. And I said, yes. I will say, I said yes before I was like emotionally ready. I have such a loyalty to Mike Keneally. It's dad. It's dad. It's dad. It's dad. It's dad. Look, it's dad. He's right here. See? I have such a loyalty to Mike. It's hard for me. I like Brian, and I almost went with Brian in the beginning. Remember, I told you a lot of my friends went with Brian. It's not about that. It's just about I'm very loyal to Mike Keneally. And if I could, if Brian Shortsleeve weren't in it, it would be much easier for me to just step away. And then I would just still be able to have my Mike loyalty situation happening, but we still have a primary to get through. Thank you. Thanks.
Georgia didn't get any food.
Of course she did.
What did she get?
I didn't get any food. Did you get her the food that I sent you?
Oh yeah, the snack and bake.
Yeah. Can
Didn't
you
have the donut?
Oh, can you call her for me? Because my hands are kind of mangy.
Doing pretty good.
It
Probably
kind of
close
goes
to like
faster. Well, somebody suggested using a nail board to do the sides, and it's definitely making them look better, and it goes by faster. So it was a great. How many do you think we have?
So like 40, 50,
Wow.
maybe 40, maybe.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is a 50 pack. Each box is 50. So we only have like,
35.
yeah, I'd say 30 done.
I mean, this isn't that bad. I can definitely do more of these.
I think I will get them all done today. This part.
Without
just-
me.
I'll just work on them until I go to bed. I don't have anything else to do today.
That's so long.
I don't have anything else to do. I'm going to break to cook dinner.
Yeah, but look when they dry, they don't look wrinkly. It's a little too much.
You didn't press it down.
No, it's too much glue. It's sticking to the paintbrush.
Oh, there's air under it.
Look at how they dry though. Like they
Still gonna
all
bring
look
that
like
stuff.
that, and
Why?
they dry down perfect.
Are you going to go do that today?
This kind of thing is like it has little.
Can I just do it when I go bring Georgia?
Sure.
Wow, they're so charming.
You want to move those all over to the table? Thank you. The other thing about Mike Minogue, he will not debate Brian Shortsleeve at all. All of the people that are kind of working for Minogue are saying he doesn't need to. He's focused on debating Maura Healey. I think Minogue himself.
Haley is guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Obviously, I agree with you.
It's not even gonna be close. This guy's so fucking conservative. I'm like, dude, go to Georgia. You can't possibly think you're gonna win over here. You need to be more Mitt Romney-ish. Charlie Baker was perfect. Perfect. I know he wasn't fucking like the COVID thing didn't like go, but he did what he had to do to fucking. It's better than the fucking, Maura Healey.
Still a chance to get Brian.
I love to break Charlie Baker. You know what he does now? He's the head of NCAA. Sports.
Yeah, he's the president of NCAA.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes like fucking $1 million a year.
CEO of Harvard Pilgrim.
How do you know that?
Because I work for Harvard Pilgrim. I used to see him going into his main office up in Natick or whatever. Then governor, now president of the NCAA.
See, they're trying to expand the tournament.
March Madness?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
76 teams, I think.
Ugh.
Leave it alone.
Well, what's the downside to that?
Football needed it. Basketball doesn't. Football needed playoff. Because we see it in the NFL. You know what I mean? In one game, those bowl games weren't meaning anything.
That's what you eating.
Sausage, egg, and cheese.
I really like a sweet treat.
Yeah, boy.
Jeffrey, you just gave them ice cream.
Since when are you guys eating Fig Newtons again?
I love Fig Newtons.
Have you watched Real Housewives of Rhode Island?
I have not watched Real Housewives of Rhode Island. What's the calorie count on the back of those, by the way? Because I'm
One more.
Two Fig Newtons is 100 calories.
Anyway, I'm still sad about Mike Keneally, and I would follow Mike Keneally anywhere.
Wait, are you still doing a live?
Yeah.
No wonder you're being so nice. 2 thank yous. You gave me 2 thank yous for Duncan. And, hi, sweetie. Hi.
That's terrible that you would say that while I'm on my
Hi,
live.
sweetie.
You're an asshole. How's that? Is that good because I'm on a live?
Sweetie.
I didn't call you sweetie. I didn't fucking call you sweetie, Jeff. You're an asshole.
How many more of these do you have to make?
I'm going to be an asshole to you because I'm on camera. So.
Huh?
I don't. We need 150.
Oh my God.
What are you doing? You want to do some?
Absolutely not. I want some chicken pot pie.
I some chip pat pat. Oh yeah, that's what I get it. Oh, I'm not
Shit,
gonna make
you
it
literally
now.
I do, obviously
What time is it? About
2:00.
I mean, I'll take a break around 4:30 to start it.
You don't want to take a break now and watch some Yankees with hubby?
I have to do these. What am I going to do then?
I'm just saying you were going to take
You want
a
to
break.
put it on in here? Bring it in the TV in here so I can watch while I'm in here.
What? Do you want me to carry the whole fucking TV in here? I'll just turn up the volume.
I would like to watch it. Who are they playing?
Craig Albanese.
Oh yeah, that's right. I already talked about that on here. Did you tell Georgia her food's ready? Did she respond?
No.
You gotta call her.
Oh. No,
She's cleaning her room.
Sure.
She texted me and said she was gonna be cleaning her room.
I bet my life.
That she's not.
She may have threw away some trash and gone right back on her phone.
Hello?
Food is here.
Oh,
Oh wait, Georgia's not working.
She's working
I
at
thought
5
you said she
o'clock.
called out of work.
She didn't need to go into work this morning. That's her first
Oh,
job.
I'm sorry. The school job. You have to be. I can't say work at school.
Work at school.
Because I always forget she has that job. Does Angela go to that job too?
No,
No. So I was wrong.
she was.
I thought she did it so it was extra time with Angela or something.
No, she's cleaning all the tanks and feeding all the animals when she's there. She's not fucking around.
I would have. God.
She got selected by her teachers to do
such
that.
decisions that I didn't realize I could make.
Hi.
Where'd Julia and Angel?
I think they're on Mima's side of the house.
Oh,
No glazed donuts.
oh no.
At 1:30, I didn't think they would.
I don't know, usually when
Oh boy.
Although I guess it's because I went to the old village. Maybe that's why.
Oh yeah. Oh. Your friend Jessica Walsh is coming on.
Hey, Jessie.
Hi. Do you want to say hi to Jess?
What's
Why
up?
are you talking to me like that?
I'm being so nice to you because the chat's here.
Other people can hear us. Duh.
Georgia, back me up.
George, right? Good move, Georgia. Jeff made the wrong move of saying, "Oh, you're live. That's why you're so nice to me today."
Jeff,
So-
you should
Oh,
say
look,
meow meow.
you heard yes. Thank you.
Why don't you say meow meow to your wife? That was not a nice thing to say.
Oh.
It wasn't. He'll pay for it later. Don't worry.
We know.
What
You're
are
really
you
making a lot of progress.
Listen, we got to do 150. What are you up to?
Well, contrary to what the internet thinks, I clean my house on Sundays. Just hanging out.
The chat would like you to manage the chat and the whole thing because this is kind of boring for them.
They have a lot of tips for you on this decoupage.
Oh, can you tell me?
I think you saw the nail file thing seems to be,
Game changer.
yeah, the most recent and important.
It is. It's a total game changer. You can't really tell on this camera, but it literally makes it look so clean.
Yeah, things changed dramatically after that third show. We got in trouble. We're just a baby.
We're just a baby. Can you fill me in on any gossip or anything going on the internet, in the chats, like in the world? Fill me in. Give me all the tea.
Well, we got in trouble. That
Cool.
was the most recent thing.
Who did?
You and I are in trouble about Baker.
Oh, I tried to clear that up, but people.
Yeah. We
It's
had
okay.
a troll in the chat earlier.
Today.
Yeah.
About Baker.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, everybody.
For Christ's sake. And then there was Nan last night. Did you hear Nan
No.
Walker Ranch?
She came back. She's back. What happened?
She did a Spaces with Nina.
What?
Switzerland last night.
Wait, what?
It was unhinged.
Okay.
Kazi G got in there and
Okay.
held it down.
They let him in?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ocean's. I think Ocean also wants a link.
Oh.
Nan went off and just yelled lied the night away. Just right, Ocean? Whoa. Did you watch the Spaces?
Of course.
Wait,
Well,
so
I watched it. I didn't watch it live. I watched it through the Rats.
Right. Yeah.
they streamed it while it was happening, or they have like it
After.
recorded? Okay.
It was like directly after.
Yeah.
So was Nan, Georgia, can you ask Jeff to go in the other room? I can't hear anything.
Nan
guitar
doesn't
is
think
out.
that Nan does not think that what she said about Jimmy was that bad.
Was she scheduled to be on this live, or did she just pop in?
I don't know do you know the answer to that, Ocean?
Okay.
With Nina, I think
Someone like notified me of it, and it was like just Nina and Nan talking.
Okay. Oh.
And then Kazi.
Well, I got the feeling that she invited her on there, but I don't think she knew what she was going to talk about.
It seems like a summit. It seems like Nan had some stuff to say.
Okay.
And it was Nan is trying to frame it as she's reuniting the entire community. Then
What?
she out of the other side of her mouth, like insinuates that she's going to testify against Aiden somehow.
What?
Oh yeah, she's a sicko.
So the thing she said about Jimmy and like the school stuff, she's saying it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that was just fun banter.
I mean, I don't know about that. I think there's pretty, not saying there's rules on the internet, but I kind of felt like that was.
No, there's rules in real life that extend to the internet. You're not allowed to call people PDF files, like insinuate that they're PDF files. That's crazy.
Also, like the fact that he went to her for like advice on that, and she
took advantage of it.
You know what I mean? Like that was kind of dirty.
I mean, at minimum, she owes him an apology. She won't be giving one.
That's never going to come.
Yeah.
But,
spoiler alert.
Right. Has Jimmy reacted to her statements yet?
No, not that I've seen.
Okay. And then under what circumstance would she testify against Aiden?
With regard to the T-Rex arms incident, I guess.
What's the T-Rex arms incident?
The window
in front of the pizza place.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Yeah, and do you know that she filmed it? So you have the two illegal cameras in the pizza, because I don't know if everyone knows, in Massachusetts. So Comcast explained this to me when they did my security cameras, but you can't have sound, anything that films like the public ways from my cameras.
Right.
Those cameras have to have the sound off. I have the sound on because I don't know how to turn it off. I don't care. They'll just find me. But so that's why the cameras in D&E aren't kosher, because they have the sound on. They're not supposed to. But then Nan filmed a third angle with her cell phone.
Yeah. So I always had an issue with this because obviously she was there, and as an attorney, how would she not know that could get him jacked up?
Well, so Will mentions, remember the hearing in January where we all went to pizza? Oh, you weren't, but we went to pizza after.
Yeah.
And Will mentioned a good point, which is that it actually, that's a good point, but also it winds up being in Aiden's favor because it's a bit like, I guess the D&E pizza cameras are in night vision.
Yep.
Versus Nan's is like, and so like to a jury that would look weird, you know.
Right.
Versus Nan now, can provide the regular footage angle. So
But
it's not the end of the world.
like,
it's just so weird.
How would it benefit him if she testified against him? Like, if
well, I guess Chad is making a good point. It's more the insinuation, but she's basically saying he should have me testify because I'll tell the truth. But she says it like it's a threat.
Oh, meaning she wants to testify like on his behalf or against him?
Unclear.
One thing about her being an attorney would prove that she was there filming it. They were having a good time. They had some drinks. They had wherever they ate, and then they're out there in the street
They had
doing
some oysters, a little
something
aphrodisiac.
completely innocent. Where any one of us on the way home could do.
Right.
Right. Why was
just
she filming it at all? What was her intent and purpose behind filming
Because
it?
they were just, at the time, she thought she was a friend, and she was, as you would with your friends, film some funny actions.
So why when
it wouldn't benefit
I would have deleted it right away
to have her, because to me it's like, I don't know, if I'm him, I'm out with my friends, one of them is an attorney. At no point did my attorney say, oh my God, you're going to get fucked. Not one point did my attorney say, stop it. On the contrary, all the signs were there. I'm recording. She's recording it like it's kosher. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It's
I
just
don't
so
know.
strange. She keeps like, it just seems like she wants to testify real bad, I guess, which is like odd. It's intimidating to testify. I've been like a expert witness before which in a divorce thing. And that was really intimidating to do.
I loved testifying in court last month with the mayor. I loved it. Get me up. And I didn't even know.
You're an American patriot.
I probably would have been better had I prepared or even known I was doing it. But that was like off the, I mean, the hardest part of the hardest part about that was like literally like a person who I strongly dislike, Holly McNamara, was literally like 4 feet in front of me. And I found that to be insane, but
fucking bizarre, huh?
My thing when you testify, if you don't lie, you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody's asking you questions.
Yeah, it's not hard to tell the truth. Like Afro Man says, it doesn't take a lot of brain power.
Right.
But then remember when Nan sent Aiden that voicemail from a potential client?
Yes.
She just moves a little. She moves weird.
My thing is none of us really know anything about her, right?
Correct. My take on her is she might not even be testifying. She just wants to have something to talk about right now. She wants to come back. So that's one of her talking points. And the other one is,
Go ahead, sorry.
The other one's the $1 million stupidity. Like she got offered $1 million.
With Court TV.
Yeah.
For her to frame the spaces last night as I'm trying to broker a peace between the community is delusional. And then not take accountability for any single tweet that she's ever made. She says horrible things.
Yeah.
So so give me an example of where she is trying to broker the peace. What individuals has she been having conversations with, reaching out to?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I guess
my phone hasn't rung.
Yeah, I guess the spaces with Nina was a peace summit at Geneva. Like what?
How?
Exactly. Nina's not the right person.
I think what she was trying to do is Nina wanted to throw Kazi off at every opportunity. And Nan was coming across like, wait, I agree with him. I should be able to answer that question. But then she would answer it in a gaslighting way that didn't answer the question ever. So again, that's her manipulation tool to say that.
Didn't she double down on the Melanie thing that she said about Melanie Little?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, Nan, it's like you say wild things. Like the stuff she said about Jimmy and the stuff that she said about Melanie is more than internet beef banter.
Oh, listen, there's no coming back from the stuff she said about Jimmy or Melanie. Like, there's no way ever.
Right.
The thing about her and Jimmy is that Jimmy did have a peace negotiation with her. If you recall, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah. And then she started again, and he has a whole new release, a whole new, she's
I
always going
think
to
when you're
be
on
on
the
the
phone
hit
with
list.
someone and you're on the phone with someone one-on-one, people can be very persuasive.
Exactly.
And, it maybe feels like a little bit of like intimate pressure to, kind of bend and be like, okay. But, maybe this is why I always say, and I've said this to you, Jessica, sleep on it. You know what I mean? Like, don't make any
She said that to
decisions
me
on
last
things.
night, you guys. I was a
I
little
did.
upset.
Talked her off a ledge last night. Sleep on it. Like maybe he slept on it and was just like, you know what? Like I'm going to default to my real feelings on this, and I'm not going to like kind of reconnect with this person. People know I hold grudges. I will not ever go back to Team Nan for not about what she said about me, but what she said
about what she said about Jimmy.
Correct. And also, I mean, Melanie.
For me. On my treat journey.
And for Melanie, I mean, I think Melanie Little is like, honestly, the consummate professional. She doesn't really get in the dirt. You know what I mean? Like, and if she does, it's always like rooted in like law, like why she's doing it. You know what I mean? Like for the shit that Nan has been saying about her, fuck that. You know what I mean? But I mean, Jimmy over Nan forever. And that's my take on it.
Well, it was a dangerous thing to say. What she said about Jimmy was a dangerous thing to say. Sorry to keep circling back to Charlie Kirk, but that was like traumatizing for everyone. And the reason that happened is because there's violent rhetoric. You can't say shit that's going to get people hurt in real life. It's gross.
Well, that is an example of something that's defamatory, in my opinion.
Correct.
And you're right. There is no coming back from it. And he was more than generous in his...
He actually tried to calm everyone down and say it would be easy to take that as homophobic, but we'll let it slide. And then it's like, no, that was homophobic. It was gross. And
she deserves every song written about her.
Correct.
Exactly.
That's how he deals with this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's how we deal. Listen, my thing here is Nan does not belong here. She interjected herself into this.
Where'd she come from?
As somebody who was on the receiving end of her financial donation, I'm on record on my show literally saying like, I'm not going to say a bad word about Nan. Like she supported me. But back then I didn't understand that this was like common. I thought it was unique what she did. I thought that it was very unique that she made that donation. Like I didn't realize this is her MO. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know. And I still maintain that it was very nice of her to donate to me. I didn't know her. I think that was great. But listen, the shit she said about Jimmy, first of all, and she came at me, which is crazy.
Yep.
She came at me over the LTL stuff. I don't know. Maybe Brian just needs.
She brought that up again last night too. That you were over the line about LTL.
No, I was never over the line about.
I actually think you're under the. I think that there's more to be said if we wanted to.
There most certainly is more to be said, and I've disciplined myself to not discuss the LTL stuff. But I think I made it very clear there were people from his life, his real life, that reached out to me. And all of that information I have never said, I will not talk about. I am going to give Brian that gift and not bring that up.
But we know it.
I think it's really terrible for him that there are people in his real life that have shared this information. I don't think it's terrible that they shared it with me. It put a lot of things in perspective for me.
Right.
And I'm not going to do that. And I don't really talk about Brian. You know what I mean? I maintained.
There's nothing to say about him.
There's nothing to say. No need.
Other than his amazing license plate. I'll never get over that. Fate.
While we're talking about where people came from, where did Nina come from to be the sudden expert? It sure wasn't Switzerland because she's in our time zone. If you ever look.
Good news. Kazi is texting me saying hi.
Hi.
I don't think he knows we were talking about it. It was just a coincidence. He's like, that was wild last night, right? The troll's back.
Oh.
JQK, can I help you with something? No, Baker didn't send dick pics. He got pictures of my tits and he jerked off to them. What's the problem?
MLF Pink Lady, why are some of your followers abandoning you, i.e. Wine Snob? So actually, this would be helpful to talk about. Who is Wine Snob actually?
She is it was something latte or coffee, something.
Okay.
It was in your chat for a long time.
And then she changed her name?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember.
Well, I know the handle Wine Snob. I've seen that around, but I don't have any.
I don't
additional
know
insight.
who it is
Iced
specifically.
coffee? Was it iced coffee?
Like iced
Oh,
coffee.
that's who
addict?
Wine Snob is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I
Hey,
don't know
Con.
why she changed her name or what her upset is. I don't know.
You know, I was picking up like a weird vibe with Nicola the other day in the chat, right? And again, like I'm not in the chat like you guys are, obviously. It's very different like than
I
when
don't
I'm
know
in
what
the-
that. I still don't know what that was. I think they were just on what, like it was a full moon and everyone was talking in all caps. It's like very annoying.
But my thing is like if you're me and you're like doing a show and you're like talking to an audience and you're doing other things other than just being in the chat, it's you can only like get glimpses of intent. You know what I mean? Not only do things go by very quickly, but I don't have the opportunity to go back. So I can only go by like how I interact or what I see when I feel it. The vibe fell off. It's very simple to like fix that after the fact, but like while it was happening, I didn't know what was going on. I thought it came off wrong. Like something was wrong. You know what I mean? And so I was trying to minimize it. And I thought maybe I was getting baited into like blowing up or something. I was like, I'm not doing that. No way. Like, it's not worth it. Like Nicola's been around since show 1. You know what I mean? So whatever it was, I wasn't going to get into it. And then,
I didn't take it as like, anyway.
And then I saw like a comment from Wine Snob or something or Nicola. And I like, again, it was kind of going off and I'm going, I don't know if people understand, but like, and it's not victim mentality, but I have like so many people that watch. I can't ever, it's statistically impossible for me to please everybody 100% of the time. You know what I mean? And like, for example, like sometimes Aiden will say things that I just don't like, you know what I mean? Or like how could you possibly expect me to like be perfect for you in the way you think all the time? I can't. So the only thing I can do is just like try to be myself and that's it. Can you imagine somebody setting the expectation that I have followers and from day 1, I will have those followers for my whole career? How is that possible? I don't think I could ever. We can't possibly agree on everything forever. Ever.
Here's a little tea. By the way, Jimmy taught us that tea means not like hot tea, but T the letter, like testosterone.
Okay.
Like when like trans girls, when if it has to do with they found my truth. They figured out they weren't green. But anyway, Forget Me Not has some scoop for us. Iced coffee drinker changed sides around the closet thing. She was is she still? She was always in Cyber Chicks chat bad mouthing Jess. Oh, that's lovely.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, like people can like and who they want. I don't know.
And Cause is here.
He
He says hello. He says hi, bum buns.
Hi.
Oh, I'll be right back. One sec.
What were you going to say, Oceans?
So I was going to say that Nicola is voted the most timed out person ever in Jimmy's chat. I'm just making that up.
True? Is that true?
I mean, he expelled her. And so the other night he brought her back from expulsion.
She was expelled from school. Now she's back at school.
But then after that was when the whole thing went down on Twitter with her comments. And she said the last thing I saw her say was something about, I've been too nice. I need to come hard now. And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, Nicole, I did see that one where she said, something to that effect of like, I've been holding back. I can come harder. What?
Yeah. Listen,
that's what I said to Jake last night. How weird.
I'll bet you did, girl.
Whore.
I was picking up what you were putting down.
No, you have to take me on 3 dates before you get to see anything. I'm a lady.
Oh, hold on. Back up. I don't know Nicola at all, other than like, and I actually am not sure I've ever interacted with her much on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
always know she lives in another country, so she's on different
Scotland,
time
right?
zones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
in
in different
Scotland.
time zones. I've never had an issue with her. She's always been very like nice and supportive in the comment section and things like that. Oh, I really liked her, but I'm not sure what's going on lately. I can't get into fights with people who are on my show. Like I can't get into that. You know,
Right.
I don't have the bandwidth.
I
for that.
also I don't think it's something to be taken seriously. However, ice latte addict, I guess,
Iced
heard us
coffee.
talking about her. Yeah, she's yelling at you.
Right now,
I mean,
what did
yeah.
I do to her?
She says that we're lying. She's never said a bad word about you anywhere. So that's good. Good.
I don't think she I have never seen her say a bad word about me, except today or yesterday. I saw her comment on, if iced coffee addict is the same as wine snob on Twitter. Somebody said, hey, you should look at this comment. And I went, and she said something about, this is why Jess is losing followers or something. I saw that. That was today, but prior today, or what if that was last night, I've never seen anything negative from her.
Now this is ice latte addict. I'm gonna assume they're the same.
Oh, so I don't know.
But she says she's always stood up for you. So that's good. Glad we cleared that up.
Is it possible it's the wrong person?
Always is. But I mean, with regard to Nicola, yeah, I don't think she's ever coming from like a nefarious place. I think
Why'd she
sometimes
get
she's
put in
like joking
timeout?
around and it doesn't make sense.
Why'd she get put in timeout?
I wasn't there.
Jimmy?
Were you there, Ocean?
Yeah, with Jimmy.
I don't know. It's been a lot of times. I don't know. I don't
Really?
remember. Yeah.
I think
I mean,
it
to
might
get
have been the
expelled,
morning.
you have to have been in timeout quite a few times, I think. That would be my understanding of how it works. I don't know.
You know, well, number one, I'm not even really sure if that's the real MLP in there. If it is, hello, Meredith. She's like, why are people leaving you or banning you? So numbers and data show the opposite of that. I continue to show growth. I don't know who it was, but the other day somebody sent me, there's a website called Play something, where it takes like all of the data from all the YouTube content creators.
Yeah.
And they sent me a couple of others, right? Or whatever. So I went and looked at mine there. It's a little different than like my YouTube dashboard. You know what I mean? It's not quite accurate, but it's pretty close. But I'm moving in the opposite direction of down. I just keep going up,
Right.
Sometimes a little bit more than whatever. However, I really do have to understand I cannot please everybody. And it is also very hard to deal with the fact that people that may have liked you before might not like you now. There's nothing I can do about that.
Right.
I can't
And then
change who I am. I can't change my opinions or styles. You know, listen, maybe over time I become so annoying that everybody is just like, fuck this bitch. They don't want to listen to me again. That is the
there will be
reality.
times if that happens.
Yes, of course.
You know, and also there are certain people that get, I don't know, I change my mind all the time. That doesn't really make me a hypocrite. It makes me, sometimes I just say things without thinking, and then after I've thought them through more, I have a different take on it.
I'm notorious for that. I have feelings about things, and my problem is, it's not a problem, but I go through those things in real time on shows. You know what I mean? Where I come up with my opinion and my take on it, and then, you know, maybe I should put a disclaimer in front of every show, like I reserve the right to change my mind. Thank you. If I had free hands, I would have done it. And say like you know, I don't know. Is there anything wrong with like talking about things? You know what I mean? How many times have I gone back and forth on JFK? You know what I mean? Where I was just like, you know what? Maybe he's not so bad. Oh, maybe now he's doing some shit. You know what I mean? Like, listen, my default always will be Aiden over everybody.
Right.
And
Are we
that's
all
it.
here for Aiden for one reason? And that's all that's really important, you know? The rest of it's minor.
But I also like prioritize like my life. I don't know. I get sad. Listen, I currently right now on my work phone, right? My bunny hotline, I have like, I'm not even going to, I'll say 40 to 50 texting conversations going on right now with 40 to 50 different people that are, some have been longtime followers, some are new followers. And that's not including like text messages from just followers that I don't go back and forth with. I'll do a thumbs up or whatever. I like really try to connect with like my followers. I think I give way more than I think the average, but I'm not
going to I ever would
for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, that takes a lot of energy. And I don't think people really appreciate. No, but you do a lot more than I ever would. And people should appreciate it more.
I just can't possibly make everybody happy. I'm sad if people used to like me and don't, but I'm also evolving on here. And, you know, it's one of the main reasons why I don't talk politics, because I know there's some people that would not like my stuff. You know what I mean? So I try to keep it.
Well, great news. Kane is going to take credit for all the recent uptick in political talk. So be prepared for that.
So Jessica.
What? No.
I mean, J7, Jessica.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kane, don't we have a few thoughts about that?
Oh, by the way, the chat, when you look down at the chat, Jess, and saw that he wasn't to be resurrected, the motion had already passed that we're resurrecting him.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys want him back?
Yes. We like Kane.
He made a mistake.
And here's why. J7, you start. I'll chime in.
Well, he does give good listen, he presents it in a terrible way because it's screaming it at you in your face. But he gives some good advice about, especially to like new creators. Because he kind of comes from he comes at it from like a radio take, almost like Jess does, on how to be like more entertaining. And
beautiful.
So it can be like hard to take and not pleasant. But he has good advice, and he's well-meaning. He's well-intentioned.
Yeah. So one thing that I don't think you knew this was happening, but before his funeral, he was having a lot of personal issues with his living situation.
Yeah, very upset about it.
Yeah. And he shared that with J7. I was watching, but yeah, he just moved there, and he moved there with his kids, right?
Yeah.
And now he has to find another place.
He actually moved to the new place this weekend. That's what he's been doing all weekend.
Oh, that's good. But he wasn't expecting it.
No, right. It was like 6 months. So to combine lives with another person is a big deal. And I think he just feels like it's just, why'd we move in together if you were planning to sell the house it was only 6 months time had elapsed. So that would frustrate me too, for sure. You know, we make jokes of like, oh, would you want to cut of a house you don't, you know, your name isn't on the deed on, and get her a ring and stuff. But I mean, the truth of the matter is it is a frustrating situation.
Yeah. And I mean, I think he was also genuinely upset because of the whole relationship part of it. Like, what did that mean?
They didn't break up.
Right. But at the time, I don't know if he knew exactly what it all meant.
Yeah. I think it just like sent a shockwave through him.
Mm-hmm.
I think my thing with Kane is, well, so my main reason was this. He was shitting on Purple Kool-Aid Drinker, right away with that whole thing. Jeff, can you do me a favor? So my thing here is this, and I really do believe this. There is enough of content out there to shit on that you don't need to go against people that run in the same circles that could potentially cause friction for the people that you're aligned with. So like Purple Kool-Aid Drinker and I like are on the same side of things. And would it not propose a problem for me with Purple Kool-Aid Drinker if Kane is shitting all over him? I think it would just be unnecessary. Like, could we navigate through it and both of us be like, whatever? First of all, Paul and I had our own issue. We worked through it like adults. But like, is there a reason for it to have like that kind of friction in this inner circle when there's so many other people coming at us from other directions?
Right.
I think it was an amateur move, right?
I wouldn't tolerate it in my real life for someone to stand there and talk shit on my friends. So,
and then the Altman thing. Now, granted, he's saying he didn't know who she was. I'll say maybe he didn't, but Kane listens to my show every single solitary day. He most certainly knows. You underestimate how much recon work he was doing before he came on. He knew everything. So I think he knew who it was. I just don't think he realized like that I would take it that way. And my thing was, listen, I don't have time for that. I don't want, go pick fights with other people. Maybe somebody could say I did the same thing by saying like my comments about Baker, but that I didn't really, it wasn't that serious. I think Kane
just to be clear, we love Baker. Everyone, no one's telling you not to watch Baker. Baker broke my heart. So I'm allowed to say that, but I would never want anything bad to happen to him.
Right.
So just so everyone understands, we're not like starting a war with Baker, even though we would certainly win it.
Also, but I'm just saying, like, he was very seriously like making fun of Paul's show.
Right. He did it on my when he came on with me too. And I'm going, excuse me, I wouldn't even be here in this. Like, Paul, the whole way I got involved with any of you guys is because I picked Paul up from the airport one day randomly. And then he was so nice. I wound up at the Halloween party and like the rest is history kind of thing. So I don't care what your opinion of Paul's performance on the first panel show was. Don't be talking shit on my friend.
You shouldn't. That's my thing is like nobody in our kind of side of things should be talking shit about anybody on our side of shit. And
I just want to say,
go ahead, Joe.
One thing is let's remember how we met them all in Nurse Kim's chat. And let's remember how Montave and Ford and all of them were, because that's what they do. That's their thing. And so
boys. They're just
with Paul, I felt like he knows them. It was more of the same sort of, and I was a mod on Paul's show, and so was Moons, and we love him. And we are pissed about what's happened to him. That's another thing to talk about. But I feel like they would have just fought it out and whatever.
Yeah.
And
Paul can take it and those boys can take it. They don't need to get the besties and bunnies involved in it.
Right. That's just, but I agree that you should not come after people that are in your circle ever, period.
There's just enough of people coming after us from all different directions.
Yes.
Paul gets, we all kind of have the same players that come after us, but Paul has his own haters. I have my own haters. It's just too much. Like it was almost like, and I actually thought Kane really understood that. Now you made a great point about how we first got introduced to some of these people through that Kim live stream, and Kim took heat from all of that. Remember when they were going after Aiden or whatever? Mm-hmm. But I really believed that like Kim had been a part of that group for longer. And so she understood it's harmless, it's banter, it's how they are or whatever. And I totally accepted that with Kane. I just didn't listen. You can see how it is. It's very fragile.
The Altman thing was over the line. I think actually when he talked to Lacey, I wasn't privy to their conversation, Kane, but she's a bestie. She told me, I think Lacey actually got through to him a little bit on like she's been through a lot because of Jim. And I think he sincerely felt bad about trying, like,
Jess, the way that he was with you and Lacey on his show was fucking nuts.
So bizarre.
That was terrible.
Yeah. We
out of his mind.
Day Sevens had him on her show, and everything was okay. Like,
well, the first show was so
how
fun
to behave. He can't act like that.
Yeah, right. The first show was so fun that he and I had.
It was.
Yeah, so fun. But then you have to remember he was in a mood the second show, so he'll admit today that he shouldn't have had us on at all. He should have just done it alone. But like,
I gotta say, one of the things I like about him is that when you call him out on something and say, "Why did you do this?" He's like, "I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done that." And like, he hasn't thought about it at all. He's like as very impulsive. But you, J7, have called him out, like questioned him about everything, and he generally seems like
you don't have to let him get away with it. Like these boys are often just playing around.
They're feral.
Yeah, so like you're allowed to call them jerks and assholes and annoying. That's
Jeff
what they
just
are.
asked, why does everybody use the word feral, and what does that mean?
means like
Means
like a cat. Meow 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 meow.
It just
It
means
means like a rat or something horrible, right?
It
they're not
means
allowed inside the house. No, they
a
just
Oh, yeah,
wild
there are
cat.
feral cats. Yeah,
A
there
wild
are.
cat that
they don't know how to act. I also would like to do a blanket statement. If you are someone who does not like me anymore and you are a longtime follower, I would recommend texting me and calling, and we can have a chat about it. It's possible you have a take on something that I'm not hearing or seeing while I'm doing my shows. I'm very open to listening to that. Not saying or like even promising that I'll make changes, but it's also possible that we just evolved and we don't agree anymore. You don't like me anymore. It happens all the time. I'm not okay with it, but I mean, if you don't like me anymore, it's okay. You're gonna, you know.
Diane G asked, what would Dr. Bennett say about fixing Kane?
I would like to start out at least unban him from the chat. He really wants to participate, and I feel like why not? We have
it really is bothering him.
Yeah,
It is.
yes,
Yes.
very
I don't
much
know.
so. I mean,
think
even
you can wait
Jimmy
a
the
week or
other
so.
day. You remember, Jess? Even Jimmy the other day was like, he likes you. He genuinely likes you.
He needs to learn how to behave.
I think you're teaching him. Maybe you start with the unbanning in the chat. But I just want to remind you that in the very beginning, after the Kim thing, which was sort of baptism by fire for anybody who didn't know anything, which none of us did, when you wanted to bring Kane on, I was adamantly against it. I was like, this is not a good idea. Just on and on. Just this is not good. Then you were like, well, go follow him. Go listen to his shows. So I did. And that's actually where I first saw State Farm. Jake from State Farm. Yeah. On there a couple of times.
Oh, I have to watch that. Thank you for reminding me.
And it is him, definitely. It definitely is him.
I'll
So
rewatch
anyway, I was telling J7 the first time I saw Jake, he was actually on the show helping Kane through tech difficulties.
Yeah.
And first they shit talked each other, and then he called, and then he came on, and then he walked him through everything as they do. But so that's how I started watching him. But it's not because I wanted to. I had my arm twisted behind my back, so I did it.
Right. We were assigned them.
My question is this: can Kane handle Pat Ford being a mod? Because we don't discuss this, but it really fucking pisses him off. I'm not going to talk about text messages with me and Kane, but he really gets upset about that.
Big time. And he'll have to handle it. That's his only, he doesn't have a choice in the matter.
Correct.
Well, if he can handle it, we would have to think about it. We'd have to do some sort of resurrection.
It'd be funny. Like, what do we do?
I told you what it'll have to be. Witchcraft in the house.
Witchcraft in the house. I'm no mad, no witchcraft.
I mean, I think
perhaps you'll come across a chat that's doing some witchcraft in your chat roulette, and then what will you do?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Hi,
he wants to come on and do chat roulette with me. He's very excited.
You guys talk. Julia's leaving. I'm going to connect with her. Give me 1 minute. You have the.
Kane saw the video where the peepee, where Jake found the peepee live on air.
Did you see that? Thank God.
It was a full penis. I almost got my channel banned.
Oh wait, that was when he was on with you.
When Jake and I were on the other night.
Yeah.
One of the guys
on with her
had his peepee out. So I screenshotted it to Kane and said, because Kane was supposed to be on that episode and he fell asleep after the game. Stood us up, if you will. So I was like, oh, we really missed you, and sent him that video. He's like, I'm so jealous. I wish I was there. So I'm gonna have him on to play chat roulette one day.
Fun. I mean, when he was on, when we were on with you, he was fine. I thought. I mean, I don't have a great memory, though. I blank things out. Psych.
Well,
I thought he was fine.
He wanted to say something stronger, like when we were talking about whether Pat Ford had blocked moons by mistake or not. He wanted to say some stronger words than just "Are you stupid?" But he caught himself. You notice he caught himself. And you girls could handle it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so flashback. I want to remind you of something else. I don't know if you were there for this, but there was a Spaces that Jess went on, and I think it was the one, I don't know. Well,
The one where she
Meredith.
was up until 3 a.m.
It was one. Somebody had it. It was a Meredith person. That's all I can say. I think. I don't think it was Sparkly Rabbit before when she was a Nina person. I don't know, but it was somebody.
One of them.
And it was terrible. And Jake came flying in there out of nowhere and basically shot them all down and kind of rescued Jess. And
he's a big hero, that Jake.
He does.
Big saver of women.
Yeah. He does usually do that.
Well, he did it on the show on Friday when I had him live. He went in, we pulled up that Spaces, and he left StreamYard to go into the Spaces to defend some other chick that he's friends with. I think that he's going to actually Laconia with, because it was that important to him, and then came back.
Jess, I was reminding her of the time that Jake came into the Spaces and rescued you and swooped you out of there.
Yes. You know, I think every single one of these KMS guys just need like some mothering.
Yeah,
they do.
That's the vibe that they give me. They just need a little open, a little love, a little bunny love.
And etiquette. The etiquette is a great word. And I maintain that Pat Ford's comedic timing is hysterical. If you haven't seen, go and look at the interactions between him and Flipperhead over the past couple days. They are fucking hysterical.
The 9/11 one?
The 9/11 shit had me dying. Where he took the picture of George Bush getting told about the Twin Towers. And if you don't know, George Bush was like in a classroom with kids. And he took fucking Flipperhead's childhood photo and made him one of the kids in the classroom to like add depth to the conspiracy. It's so fucking funny. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I do think Pat's funny. But I also fight with him, but that's okay. That's part of being a friend of Pat.
Yeah.
What?
That's what he's there for.
Exactly.
Sometimes I wake up and he's very funny, and that's the mood I'm in. And sometimes I wake up, he's very annoying. That's okay too. The sun will rise again. It's no problem.
I remember one time I used to use caps when I first started in chats because I just didn't know any better. And I don't remember who it was, but somebody messaged me or told me that when you use caps, it's like attention seeking. And like you want to get a leg up on the rest of the chat. And so I never use caps anymore. So when people use the caps, I always think like that's what people said to me, and I don't use them anymore. It was on Aiden's chat, I would do it, and people would be like, stop doing that.
It's also considered yelling.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then the trouble the other night was it wasn't just like Nicola or for whatever. Lacey was on one too. Annoying, Lacey, stop it. But then there's this new person, Ocean. You know who I'm talking about? Who
the one that only writes in caps?
Yeah.
Who's that?
She does it in every.
Well, I think she's like a bestie and a bunny. I don't think she does.
Oh, is her name Pandora?
Yes.
Yeah. But with the three of them going, it was like, hey guys.
What's also the thing about your chat is we can handle it. And we can handle whatever's going on in there. I feel like it's never.
Some of them get upset.
Well, Jill, to that point, the other night, I saw someone say the chat was being nasty or something. Actually, I don't even have to think about it. It was fairy godmother Linda. She said something about the chat, and she is,
I know.
And she never says anything. So that's,
right.
I think I saw her comment and I was like, wait, is something happening that's even getting to Linda? Because she's just like, never says anything.
And also sometimes it's not just like when you look back on it, you can reread the chat, but then you have to remember what the vibe is
in the middle of it.
In the middle of it. Like sometimes Jess is giving off a vibe of like, hey guys, let her like finish her story or whatever. Like it's
it's hard with the chat. I'm telling you, I do think I need a computer screen so I can have it up behind me. You know what I mean? So I have a better like opportunity to look at it. Because
I think
even
that's good and bad. Because you don't want to focus on somebody that really everybody else is into what you're saying, and they don't want somebody else to stop that
Right.
flow.
Kane actually would make a good point that you don't want your chat to dictate your content. He's lectured me on this many times.
Well, you know what happens to me when I read the chat? Cyber chick fucking is gone. It's like I can't handle the chat sometimes, like the negative.
Right.
I don't know. Think about
I
any
feel
other
like
job where you have nobody wants to be criticized while it's happening, like you're doing it. Like, call me in the office and talk to me. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
let me think, let me sleep on it.
Right.
I don't know, man.
Well-
Some of the emails they send you are wild too.
I read them all, though. I read them all.
It's true.
Like, I should do a whole show on all the negative stuff I get.
Well, it's
Yeah,
just
it
so
would be
wild
like-
to me, like, to take the time to do some of those emails.
It would be like that the show where they read all the bad text message or
Oh,
the
yeah. Jimmy Fallon on the
X.
side, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might go down as like all the boys are very impressed by that content that from that, Jess. It
What?
The day you read all cyber checks text,
Oh,
you're like a living legend.
she did me
Well,
dirty. I wish her
yeah.
well. How's the show doing? Is she doing well?
I don't know.
I've never gone back ever.
Yeah, haven't looked. It wasn't doing great before.
Well, maybe she just enjoys doing it and that's it and whatever. But
Yeah, good for her.
Well, I said this on J7 show. I found that the most shocking thing to picture her, who you think is just somebody in there, the cybersecurity person who's there to help out, gathering data on everyone in such an organized way. I just thought that was weird and negative, all negative.
what is she doing?
All that stuff that you read meant that she was watching all these people.
Oh, definitely was. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an
And-
all-time. Go ahead.
No, Jill, what I was going to say was things changed for me when Kim texted me and told me that she had made the same offer to Kim. And it's stupid for me to even think it, but for me to think I was the first and only person that she had made this proposition to. And by the way, this was very early on in the game when I had just started my channel.
I would have thought that too. Yeah.
I just thought like, oh, she's just following me. You know, she's my age kind of demographic. So that all lined up. But when Kim messaged me about it, I was like, wait, what? And then like Cyberchick told me she went to Kim's meet and greet and she gave all these criticisms about it. I was like, oh, she's been doing this. She's been following this shit for a while.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I just thought it was kind of like, I thought it was unique to me. And it was very disturbing for me to find out that it wasn't, which made it much easier for me to cut ties with her.
Mhm.
I would have thought the same thing. Like if I was just starting out and someone offered like, because her business proposition made sense. Just like, I don't think it's just you and Kim she made that offer to.
Nope.
If I had to guess.
We'll never know.
I'm so mad I declined when she like wrote me this whole thing. She DM'd it to me asking me to be a mod, saying like I was so funny and all this. I go, no offense. I'm never gonna learn how to touch the buttons.
Didn't she
Here we are now.
need to be a mod?
No, she like thought it was an honor to ask. She thought I would be
No,
honored.
I think she was a mod for Kane's channel or Kane was a mod for her.
Oh, after
think
she
so.
went on, remember when we were all in the let's accept Kane, let's get over there and follow Kane. Then Cyberchick went on and did something. And then I think she said, I can be a mod for you too. Or, but I don't think that ever happened.
Oh, okay.
Not
he
that
could. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't.
I'll
I don't-
find out. I'll ask him.
I'm not gatekeeping that shit.
Something to that effect.
I also do, listen, I take into consideration Kane was having some shit go on in his life, and that's pretty traumatic. You know what I would have done at
Aren't
that
we
point?
all?
I would have taken a step away and be like, I'll be back when I get my fucking shit handled or listen, if shit goes down in my life like that bad where like my relationship is changing or you won't see me for a while. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe not.
also-
Maybe it's comforting.
Well, he's not the only one going through shit. So pull yourself together, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like what?
That's true.
And it's not like
On
when
the
he's
other hand, I thought him telling you about it was kind of vulnerable. Like I wasn't expecting it.
Made him a
And
little bit more
women handle
likable.
things differently than guys do, in my opinion.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
I just think when you're down bad, like I don't know, if I'm sad, I'm not gonna like be instigating shit.
Listen, the real thing came down to, I think that he knows much more about this whole group of people than he lets on. He knew who Altman was. Even if he's going to swear by it, okay, fine, I'll give you a pass. Don't fucking shit on Purple Kool-Aid after he was on my show. That is not cool, because what if Paul literally was just like, what the fuck? You had a guy, you had me on your show. And by the way, a lot of people, I'm sure, remember, I had Paul come on my show because he was down so bad because his channel had been taken down that week. So I was like, well, let come on my show. Let's keep it going. You know what I mean? Like, don't get down so bad. Like, so here I am putting him on my show for the first time. And Kane's like, I'm going to do a whole show critiquing how bad he was on Jess's show. What if Paul was going to be like, what the fuck? I don't need that shit. Don't do that.
And I thought what was beautiful about to see Erica and Paul both. Well, Erica knows that she's funny, but Paul doesn't. To see Paul come into his own and like figure out why he's funny was really beautiful to watch. He's not a stand-up comedian, Kane.
It's
like
correct.
What do you want from him?
Actually, some of the best parts were like watching him try to be funny.
Yeah. When he just all the polo stuff in the
he doesn't, it's just that was actually what made it funny to me. It's just like that he was so like,
well, Paul is so intense. And
he
so
can't let loose. He cannot relax.
So to see him finally like lean into his little quirks was so funny.
I totally agree.
And then he had this great idea for you and he to do like a driving episode because I've been in the car with Paul. I've heard you on 24 and 24. The two of you have road rage. Like,
can you grab my
what were you gonna say, Moons?
Oh, I was going to say, I've been, in the chat with him many times when people will make comments that 99% of people would get was a joke, but he doesn't, because he'll say, I don't get a joke. And some, I believe it. I believe it. But on the other hand, I will say, just the time that he was driving and imitating you, it was out of love. It wasn't out of anything more than that. It wasn't thinking about what anybody else was doing. And I know you didn't like it, but I thought that was the only time I've really seen him.
She didn't like it?
So it's not that I didn't like it. All right.
It's okay. I didn't mean to open up.
Here's my thing.
Keep in mind too, there were other things going on. That was like a week where a lot of
Go ahead. That's the word. What's the word you just said?
People were imitating. And quite frankly, pinching ideas.
I felt like his was more relief. Either he had just found out he got his channel back, or something had happened in court that day, or something.
He wasn't coming from a bad place, but it just so happened to coincide with a couple other people.
Yes.
Probably, you might say something different about their intentions. So
right.
I know it wouldn't have been so bad if it hadn't happened at that moment.
I'm just plugging this in. I don't know if this is going to make sense. I'll say it, and then I'm sure people will. It's
whatever.
So here's my thing. When you are doing like shows, it's almost like, I don't know, I'd have to talk about this more, think about it, or sleep on it, but it's almost like it's your art, it's your creativity, it's your intellectual property. And I feel I get a little protective over when people copy. And so Jimmy does his impression of me. He's the first one to do it, right? And he does it hysterically. I thought Paul doing it was like cheapening what Jimmy does or copying Jimmy does. Right. The expectation isn't everybody's going to come out here and have like their own style and their own everything. But like, as you can tell, I pride myself on doing things my way, and I come up with my own shit and I don't copy. And it's not because it's for no other reason other than I don't want to take away from the intellectual art or work that other content creators have. Yes. I'm very protective over, like, it's my style, it's my brand. And so Paul has his own style and his own brand. And my issue was only critical of like he was copying Jimmy, and I don't want it to like be a knockoff on Jimmy. Like
Right.
do something different or don't do it at all or whatever. But like I know how hard Jimmy works, and it's nothing against Paul. I'm just saying like Jimmy works really hard. He's
Right,
talented,
it's
but
easy.
it's a lot. So it's our style. There's knockoffs, but I would rather not see knockoffs in our group and have everybody have something very different. I know that's too much to ask. I wasn't being critical. I know people were saying it's funny, but and I don't know, like I was just
Nobody
protective
would
of-
ever be able to outdo Jimmy. And I don't think he's friends with Jimmy. So
Right.
I don't think he even thought about any of this. And again,
I think he was.
Boys
I
are
think he
dumb.
was sincerely trying to like lean into his funny, and he doesn't quite know himself.
Right.
He doesn't know his comedic kind of side of him yet, and so that's why it happened that way.
I also think that
I say
I'm
as
not
the
gonna
one
talk
that's
about it, but I think Paul has some very specific things about him that are unique to Paul that
Yeah.
he could like really lean into more. I'm not going to tell people what to do. I'm protective of Jimmy. That's all.
the angle
Well,
with
we
Aiden, where
agree.
Paul's like
We
his
love Jimmy.
motivational speaker, is funny.
Mhm. The first time I heard Paul was on a Spaces, and it was in like last December. And that's the first text I ever sent you was listen to this Spaces.
Yes.
Because he knew everything about everything bad that was
Oh, yeah.
happening, and the whole underbelly
Oh, yeah.
of everything.
Yep.
And so obviously he wanted to have that be the topic of what he was talking about. But one of the things I find so disturbing about him having his channel taken down for the second time is this organized attack
effort.
and the fact that YouTube doesn't care. Like once you're gone, you're gone. I mean, they'll get rid of people with 100,000 viewers on it.
Yep.
So I don't think that channel's coming back. And I don't know if he can start another one, but it's a shame that people get silenced because of a few people.
He'll
I talked
figure
to
it out.
Aiden about that though, and like he's had that happen to him with a much bigger platform and demonetized, and that's why he does it the way that he does. Nobody can literally stop him. You know what I mean? You can't. He's not at the whim of YouTube. You have to. And listen, I learned the hard way when I was getting all of those complaints. I have backups ready to go if I have to. And it's not on YouTube, unfortunately. It would be different. It would be paid subscriptions on a website. And I was petrified. Like, is it just so happens that somebody who doesn't like me makes a better argument to YouTube than me? You know what I mean? You're at the whim of them. So I'm grateful for YouTube. I like it. I'd like to stay here because I don't like change and I don't want to like have to learn something new. But I agree. Paul should be able to say and do whatever he wants. And I wasn't even being critical of him, like in a way. I
didn't mean that you were. I meant
what was the argument that Paul and I had where I went on his show? What was he saying? And
it was when you called in, and Danny and we hadn't gotten to your testimony. We had been rewatching the hearing right in the afternoon, and then there was Aiden show, and then I was like, Danny, come on, please. We never made it to Jess. Can we watch Jess? So like 1 a.m. it's just Danny and I like rewatching your testimony, but then I did not know this I didn't know this had happened with you and Paul. So Danny brings it up, and I have to like explain it without just off the cuff.
Yeah.
And what I noticed is you have to remember at the time you had there were outside things going on, so it was very easy to understand what Jess was upset about. I don't think you were incorrect.
I don't remember. What was it about though? I can't remember.
You were upset about him being critical of your show.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
And so I actually don't think anything Paul said was nothing. I hadn't. Now, Danny had fast forwarded to the moment where you call in, which is like a half hour into the.
Yeah.
Was it Pat Ford Brooklyn rules? I think it had to do with Pat Ford.
Okay.
But you call in a half hour in. So I hadn't seen the first half hour. And
Yeah.
like Paul's activated and you're activated. I keep saying to Danny, what did Paul say? Was it that bad? Because nothing coming out of his mouth. When you call him, you can understand both of you seem more, I don't want to be, they're all going to say I suck up to you. You seem like you were more correct. Paul should have just said sorry, which I think he kind of did.
He did, I think.
But then I looked at his chat and I'm going, oh, this isn't good. So that like kind of gave me the inclination that like whatever was said prior to whatever I was hearing was a little intense.
Somebody texted me, or multiple people texted me. It was like, "Are you listening to what Paul's saying right now?" And I jumped in, or whatever.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. I thought you were a liberal at the time. If I'm flashing back, or is that a different time? Because there was something, and we were like, "You don't know her."
This was like 3 weeks ago.
That was a different one, because remember he did the thing about the sign where I called about the sign or something.
Okay.
Jameson Souza having the truck on his property.
Oh, yeah.
So that I didn't take that seriously.
To me, it's just like the whole principle of you're never in my real life or on my internet life are you going to sit here and talk shit on my friends, whether or not you're correct. My friend could be completely in the wrong, but I'm not going to let you sit here and talk shit on them. So that's why
I think it's very obvious at this point.
I deducted
People
points
know
from that chat.
I'm very sensitive to criticism.
And
I need to work on that. I need like a 4-step plan on what to do when I hear criticism about me, how to handle it, because
I guess
clearly
consider the source of who's doing the criticizing, because some of these people.
Oh, I get more upset if it's people I like. Like, if Emily's in the chat and she's like shitting on me. What do I care about that lady? I don't care about her.
What Paul was going off about was, remember, it was about Pat Ford. And so the context was critique Pat Ford all you want, but don't be critiquing me.
Right.
Like,
well, all I know is, and this just came from Moon, she texted me and she wanted to say something about
she was in the chat. I just can't see it.
Oh, okay. So Pat Ford, she said that he comes at Purple and came at Purple 10 times more than Kane did.
Yeah.
And much harder.
Is he serious about it though?
Yeah.
It's hard.
I don't think Pat Ford is serious about anybody he comes at.
Well, also Paul blocks them all. So then they all, the real shit talk that they do is like, oh, Paul's, a pussy because he blocks us, which I think is stupid. Handle yourselves, boys,
Well, I think what really pissed him off was the video he made of Turtle Boy and Purple kissing and other things that I'm not going to say. Like Moons, you're trying to get me in trouble on here.
Paul did not like that.
And he calls him a midget and other things. So I don't know.
Is he serious? Like, or is he just?
I mean, he doesn't like him.
They have beef that goes back since before our time.
Wait, there's a beef between Pat Ford and Aiden?
No, Pat Ford and Purple
and Paul.
Oh, really?
Like something having to do with WEEI and stuff.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think Perp's a Minifan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to. I didn't know that.
So somebody just wrote Paul was looking out.
Dad is saying I'm wrong, but that's not what Kane told me.
Well, I mean, you can tell from he has a little conversation with Nurse Kim's boyfriend. I can't remember what his name is. And you can tell from what they're saying. They know each other from way back. Somebody just wrote
Paul was
Montante? Montante was on commenting on Paul's show. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. All right. So there's another like facet to this that I was unaware of.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And Lisa MW's. I'm not making it up, right?
No,
and Kurt Minahan called into Purple's Spaces last year, Mr. Monk says.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I did not know that either.
Yeah. Perp goes back with them that we don't know about.
Yeah. And Perp did. I mean,
please never tell me. I don't want to know.
He's done so many spaces and had so many different people on. And they were supposed to get them like all together so people could listen. And I don't think that ever happened before. And it probably would be gone now anyway if it was linked to the YouTube. But somebody
So
wrote
I
Jody
tried
6.
recovering them. I
Go
tried
ahead.
recovering them for purple, but we can't get them.
Go ahead, Jill.
Jody 617 says Paul was looking out for Jess and her channel like a big brother, especially after meeting in person at the TRO hearing. I don't know what what's the TRO?
The temporary restraining
The
order.
temporary
That's correct.
restraining
order.
He was protecting Jess. The trouble is sometimes purple doesn't get the joke.
Well, he has said he doesn't get a joke.
Well, the
Right.
issue between Paul and I talked offline ourselves like normal
Mhm.
people. And so to my knowledge, unless it's just not, there's no issue between Paul and I whatsoever.
No, there's not any
No,
risk.
there is no.
Talking
He
real
is
life.
really a gentleman. He's really a nice guy. I mean, so I don't know. It seems from what I've seen.
He was so his take was like Pat Ford. It's kind of the same as Kane, like trying to warn you about Pat Ford, and it's like
Yes.
I kind of think, hey guys, we got the warning. As soon as he steps out of line, it's under control. The boss is.
Well, my other issue with the Kane situation is it was, if I'm correct, his post was, this lady isn't wrong. And the lady was Jen Altman. And I'm
Right.
not talking about Jen Altman, but what I'm saying is Kane knows 100% who that is. He knows exactly what my issue is with her. And him agreeing her with me is just like inconsolable. Like there's just no unconscionable.
Right.
Like that's somebody who is literally out there like, no way. It's not the same as Pat Ford.
It's over the right. It's over the line. There's certain
Right.
people like Jim Altman is off. We're not dealing with her anymore. She's not a human being.
Correct.
She's
We're not talking
over
about
the
her
line.
anyway. It's just I'm saying it because that's part of what we're saying, but I don't want to talk about her. I don't care.
Yeah, it's
Right. So
separate.
that's where Kane kind of crossed the line. It's just it goes from online to real life with those kinds of people. So
Kane also knows, yes, you're right. But Kane also knows, like Kane and I talked and he had a major issue with Pat Ford being a mod. And he was very upset with that. And he has like this issue, whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, I think in the beginning, a lot of people had a major issue because we'd seen everything that he does other places, and we just didn't want anything to happen to you because everybody's very protective of you.
Yeah, I get that.
Nice. Jess can handle herself.
Yeah, I get
all
that,
gonna
but that
be
doesn't
fine.
mean you don't warn somebody when you think Jack the Ripper's in their midst. I don't
The
know.
other thing too is like I like to prove people wrong sometimes with some of these people. Like take case in point like Jake. Like a lot of people didn't like Jake outside of this whole thing. And my first time talking to Jake, which was like offline, I like his story. You know what I mean? I like his story. And I think when, you have people who go through trauma and have all these problems, they act out, you know what I mean? And I think a little bit of love goes a long way with some people. And, not everybody's going to work out the way. Listen, Kane was the black sheep of KMS. Everybody shit all over him. They all made fun of him and hated him. And Menner's like, pairing the two of us up, it was almost like a fucking joke. Like Menner's was doing it to be mean. You know what I mean? And like, so I was like trying to prove Menner's wrong. Be like, you know what? Fuck you. You're doing this to him. Making him like, it's like some sort of like, I don't know, bullshit charity case thing or whatever. I wanted to prove everybody wrong with that. But that wasn't also, keep in mind, Kane is a fucking racist. And the shit that Kane says online was getting me a lot of fucking scraps from fucking young black economist who doesn't like me to begin with. But like in the beginning, like Kane's shit was rough. Some of the stuff people were sending me were rough. And I was like, it was again, it was
unacceptable things.
Correct. Like some of the shit Kane has said is just like, I would never say ever.
Right.
So I just kind of wanted to prove Menner's wrong about like, fine, Menners, you want to set me up with Kane and you think it's going to be a joke and we both won't get the views. I'm going to fucking turn that into, we're going to get all the views. Kane's going to get all the views. Everybody's going to love him. Jokes on you.
The day.
Right.
Right.
And then
I don't really know about
thing, that's how I felt too.
I don't know about anything Kane in the past. He became a person to me when
trust us.
You brought him in. So I don't know about that.
And if I really want to get technical, Kim having those people on her show, right, that one day, as bad as it went for her, and of course she parlayed through that until like it was totally fine. That also kind of gave me like unsaid signal that it was okay for me to kind of like do a crossover with these people. Not like I needed permission, but
Right.
I saw Kim get heat for some of that shit. She handled it exactly the way I would have, right? And it was tough going for a little while, like, but it was almost kind of like, okay, well, if Kim can do it, then go ahead, Jess. Like, you can do it too. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I told myself. Like, and again, I've been a Kirk Minahan fan for a very, very long time. So it's
We
not.
We know, and we love that. So
It's the Jess Machado Network now, boys. Buckle up.
The difference is we knew what you were a big fan. I don't think anybody knew about Nurse Kim. And so when all three of them showed up that day, it was like, who are these people?
Well, she was on Bitches Week, which was like such a huge accomplishment.
I know, but most people didn't know that.
Is it true? So is it true what Kane told me? Kane told me Kim did. Isn't that what he's referring to? Bitches Week, that Kim performed badly?
She had a bad
I
show,
wouldn't say that she performed badly. I think
I thought the chat was really mean to her. Isn't that the one?
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, unless you've watched these shows and understand, it is very difficult to be like, okay, on that show. Like, it's a guy's room and she's a guy's girl, I think. I think she did as well. I don't think she likes talking about it. So out of respect for her, I won't. I think she was very nervous. And I think it was much harder to do than anybody really thinks.
What I said to Kane was, I heard Kim did wonderfully, and I didn't let him talk. Just so you know, Kim, I didn't let him talk shit about you.
I think
it's done nothing but well for her since. So
I've watched the whole thing, and I think it's like very hard to interject with those guys. They're so dominant in the conversations.
Yeah, it's great.
Also, is anybody realizing how nerve-wracking that must have been to been on there, like with Kirk in a room? Like, fuck that. I don't know if I could do it.
She was so brave to do it. Just to be there at all, I think, is an accomplishment.
Nobody should be criticizing anything about being on that show. And Bitches Week was literally the week before or the week and a half before Kirk hung it up and was like, I'm canceling the show. So that was Menners trying to do something to, I don't know, whatever. Blame Menners. That's my take on it. Blame Menners on all of that.
Well, I just am so glad what a coincidence. Kirk's back all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I caught one of those shows last week. It's actually not that bad.
I don't think he's officially back.
No, he's just like doing random.
Yeah, he comes back every once in a while.
Random stuff though. I feel like off and on.
It's just for the boys. You know what I mean?
So Menners can like fucking jerk off. He's like, nobody loves a fucking Kirk show more than Menners. The guy is like crazy.
Dude, these boys love them some Kirk. Oh
They
man.
do.
And what is wrong with Australia? But that's another topic.
Well, Jake had me come. So last night, I guess some of Jake's friends, they have like some panel show.
Mm-hmm.
There were 17 people watching.
Mm-hmm.
They're all guys from like Pennsylvania, I guess.
Okay.
They're all like this. They're all lunatics.
Jake lives in Pennsylvania, doesn't he?
Yeah, they have a beautiful fancy graphic and it's so well designed. And then it's like, but what is like it's just you guys yelling at each other? What is this?
I said that J7, I said that on your show too. My two boys went to a crap all boys high school. And when you're just around guys and that's the way you talk, I mean, it's just like guys gaming. If you hear them gaming, they're always screaming, shit talking. And Moons and I were listening to a Spaces the other night together and heard them all on Spaces. And it's like there's 17 different conversations going on at once, but they can follow it. But all it sounds like to us is a whole lot of noise and yelling. And
the more you listen to it, the
and then you know that's how
more entertaining it is.
It is.
I would listen to Spaces just in the background and listen. You get to know everybody's personality.
Yep.
You get to know like I like Freddie Lynn now. Like I didn't even get it before. You're right. In the beginning, it sounds like all just chirping. I'm saying that because my birth, but they all have really great, unique personalities. They all have really funny comedy, like comedic timing. I find it very interesting to listen to.
Right.
Dude, it keeps having me come into these spaces, and it like at first I did not understand what was happening, but now that I've kind of, I don't know that I know who everyone is. I kind of like know names a little bit.
Yeah.
but definitely they all, exactly what Jess just said, they all are their own unique characters. And like I was telling Jess Friday night, like I wound up talking to Jake for like 7 hours that day because he like sucks me into this spaces where we're talking about nothing, a whole lot of nothing, but like it's like fun.
Well,
And
the first time I heard Jake, I was like, absolutely not.
Oh yeah.
First time I heard Boner Salad, I was like, absolutely not. And now I like love all of them. I do. I love them all.
They're out of their minds. Then
First
Jake,
time BDO called me at 12:47 in the morning, I was like, this asshole. And now I'm like, I love all of them.
well, Jake I find interesting because you have to kind of guess. He doesn't really connect. It's not like there's a linear plot to what he's saying. He's just picking up usually in the middle of a story that's in his own head, and you have to like guess what he's doing. It's very funny.
That's the rule of thumb, I think, with all of them.
What?
Just got to guess what it is they're talking about, and then just kind of go and ride the wave and kind of follow along.
Yeah.
One of the best parts about these spaces that I think is so interesting is it will go from like absolute savagery where they're like attacking each other, literally like I'm going to slit your throat when I see you at Laconia, to somebody will bring up, like somebody will pivot it. Somebody in the chat will recognize it needs to move and they'll bring up something, and then they all start like giving their opinion about stuff. And I'm like, 2 seconds ago, this was violent. And then it turns into something very different.
Now we're talking about like curtain rods or something. Like,
yeah.
Well, that's kind of how it is on Kirk Minahan's show too. They go, he'll be talking about movies, and then suddenly everyone's getting effed in the A, you know?
Well, one of my points about that spaces is that Kane was in there and they were talking to him and they were, arguing, but also talking, and because that's just who they all are.
They can find a common denominator at some point. But it does go crazy for a while. I've never seen people. If we acted the way that they acted in shows or spaces,
can you imagine?
No, I'd be fucking in a corner, rocking back and forth. Like they are so mean to each other.
I can't prefer them over
criticism.
I prefer them over Nina and spaces.
For sure.
I've never listened to Nina. One time.
Oh my God, you've never listened to Nina?
One time she was on and they invited me on. Remember, I went on one time to try to it was with Sparkly Rabbit. Yeah. I don't listen to those things. I can't.
You don't have to go on.
Those are conversations for women at the villages. I don't know what we're doing with them. Also, by the way, did I tell you that who's big BDO?
Yeah, what about him?
Is very mad at Jake about coming on my show Friday. I don't know why.
BDO hates Jake.
Okay, so I guess that's why.
They hate each other.
Who?
Well, the only thing I would say about Nina is she's
O'Malley.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I hate away. I don't care.
Go ahead, Jill.
She sprang onto the scene to have that interview or conversation between JFK and Turtle Boy.
Okay.
And that was how I was like, where the hell did she come from? And
Nina?
It dissolved and they got off, but then she was suddenly on there all the time. And she is so condescending and so controlling, and nobody's allowed to speak. Well, the whole thing with Kazi last night is a great example of Nina. So
I think Nina is Jimmy.
Huh?
I think Nina is Jimmy. I've been spreading that rumor in the chat.
Now, if that was true, I would love it.
I was just going to say, I've actually listened to Jimmy imitate Nina more than I've ever listened to Nina herself. I've listened to Jimmy more.
Something to think about, chat. Okay.
Well, if you've heard that, then you really don't need to listen. You've heard it.
The Nina Spaces, I don't know where she came from. I don't know why she's here. She's ostensibly in Switzerland. She's not a very smart person. She's talking to Nan last night. Well, Jimmy likes her because he's she tickles him.
Right.
It's not just like they see soul to soul, you know?
Yeah. It's the same reason that Val wants to get on and does her imitations, which are hysterical to get on.
Oh, Val hates me because I thought she was African American. And I understand, people are saying, I I knew she wasn't. I really didn't know she wasn't. I don't know. I've had Val blocked for like over a year because I thought she didn't like me. Listen, I don't block.
She doesn't. So you're right.
She doesn't? Okay.
You're right. I don't know. I don't think she does. Ooh, I almost dropped my whole computer.
I've never, like I have not had her unblocked, and she's been blocked for a long time. So I miss so much of what like she says or what she does or these spaces she's on. I meant no disrespect by it. She don't have to go crazy against me. I know a lot of people who are in my circle or like in this thing that like her. It's not an issue.
I was trying to get back together with her because she and I had a falling out.
She and I have had a falling out.
We were going to buy Jimmy a chair. But then she said what she said about Jess, and I was like, we're going to have to put this on. I'm blocking you back again.
Listen, I have enough of people out there that I specifically don't like that also don't like me. I don't need to like get into extra wars with people who are, she's on the same side of things, right? Like she doesn't
I would argue no, she's not, but
wait, does she like Aiden or no?
Today she does.
Well, she hated him. She was the person who was up there with Meredith on her first whatever that
really?
was. Yes.
So then what the fuck do I care if she doesn't like me for?
Well, then Meredith
she's doing a redemption tour and that Jimmy's aiding and abetting. I see what you're doing, Jimmy. It's not gonna work.
Oh.
So anyway, then she hated Aiden.
Yeah.
And went on and screamed at him about that he couldn't be facing that many years, but he had her up there. And
remember Aiden brought her up.
Yeah. And
I don't remember that.
Yeah. I don't know.
So that's the thing. I guess maybe there is a downside to having people blocked because I don't really see where they are or how they interact with shit.
There's nothing worth seeing.
But last night, I know that she had a fight with, I think she had a fight with Mo Esquire, Amy on Kazi's space. And I don't know about what. I didn't see it, but.
I know.
Well, poor Kazi is just trying to heal everyone.
I know.
He's really catching strays left and right.
Who needs to be healed?
Kazi, well, that's how the sparkly healing space started. Kazi and Val united forces to heal in Sparkly space. Guys,
I don't know.
It's like a joke that got out of control a little bit.
Listen, I just unblocked Sparkly Rabbit just recently.
Well, she actually, to be fair to Sparkly, oh man, are they coming after her hard? I thought what they were saying about, they say some pretty nasty shit about me. I just don't look at it. They're like really poor Sparkly.
But she was anti-Aiden, wasn't she?
Yeah,
she said some nasty shit about me on Spaces.
Why I would argue we're probably not going to ever fully heal.
Yeah.
There's only so many Band-Aids in the world. What do you want us to do?
Who have I said that I don't like that I've gone back and been like, oh, right, I was wrong?
Courtney.
Well, I was friends with her first.
Yeah, she did not like her.
And I backed away because of the team. Okay, but
well, I'm just gonna. I mean, you forgave whatever. You worked it out. That's all I meant.
But like, I usually stay hard lined on who I want to like align with and don't. Like, I very rarely go back. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I got to go to court in a week against Grant. Right? Okay. I've got to go. And I actually am like sitting here and I'm going, do I like appease a bunch of people and not ask for this to be extended because everybody likes Grant again? And then I'm like, well, what if I'm at a court hearing and Grant is like unhinged again? What am I going to do? I don't want to be faced with that again.
I didn't really know. Like, so I got in a little over my skis because when Emily C went on Grant, it was a fun conspiracy show. That's my angle from it. But I didn't realize at the time, like, just how serious what Grant had done to Jess was. So, like, it's going to be a Pasadena for me, Grant. Sorry, towel.
I just saw the video recently. I'd never seen it. And I think you got to do what you got to do to feel safe.
My issue is if I never had the potential to run into Grant ever again, I would never go and ask for it because I would be fine. Right. My issue is, think about like Aiden's cases. Is he going to want to cover those? Is he going to want to cover that trial? He was going to cover Karen Reed recently, right? The last one. He would have been there. And we already had. So my thing is,
He's not
there's a video
predictable.
on his there's a video on his page right now, right? Where something happened, somebody did something to him while he was on a live stream. He stands up and he throws something against the wall and he starts screaming and he throws a second thing, right? So, okay, maybe I'm not the target right now, but like, are there not still behaviors there that would be concerning? And I know everybody likes him because he switched sides now, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be around Grant.
You don't get points for like, you're an idiot for ever having been on the other side in the first place. So while it's thank you for changing your mind, it's not like an automatic forgiveness of everything that happened.
My thing is,
he's not in control of him. He's not in control of himself.
I also don't know. I don't know how Grant feels about me these days. Is he angry because he's had a restraining order against him for 2 years? And then we're at a court case and he's there and he's going to be a dick to me again? I don't know. Not even a dick. I don't want that man to touch me. I don't want him physically near me. I don't want to be touched in any way, accidentally, any way with Grant, any single way. I think like just absolutely not.
And with Grant, it could change day to like today. He might not have a problem. Tomorrow's could bring anything. Right. He's unpredictable and irrational. And
listen,
and
maybe the judge won't grant it again. You know what I mean? Maybe the judge will say, you know what, I don't think there's a risk here and whatever. And then I'll have to deal with that and make a decision if I go where Grant is. I will tell you, if I'm covering a case and Grant is there, I most likely would not stay.
Right. And you have to be this is your job. And you have to be able to be professional. You don't have brain energy to waste on worrying about a guy that's it is what it is. I'm
sympathetic to Grant's life, I think. I think.
But he crossed the line. He crossed the line, and that's what it is.
He is unpredictable. And the fact that you're even saying all this, it's clear that you still feel that there could be an issue, and you should just do what it takes to protect you. And if the judge doesn't agree, then fine.
Well, that's why we have a system in place where you take it in front of the judge and the judge decides,
Yeah.
But if a guy had touched me, I'd do the same thing. It just isn't
touching. It was like running up the stairs at me.
It's scary.
And then he lied. Right. He lied and said I touched him. And that's also super dangerous because you know what I mean? What if I'm in the same space as him and he says, oh, she put her hands in, like, I'm watching him on camera again, because I pulled up the video because I need it for court, and watching him lie like she just put her hand. I never fucking touched that guy. And for him to say that I did, like, just shows like how far away are we from that? Like, if we get to court and Grant's like, I'm on medication now, I'm going to see a therapist, like I made a mistake, I'm a different person, then I'll let the judge hear that. But like, based on my interactions with him, you lied about me touching you, you charged at me, you pushed me, you put your hand on my lower back. And that was on top of the other shit you did before, looking at my tits and making a kissy face when we're in the court, in the press box. Right. That's when I'm standing 2.5 feet away from you and you're telling other members of the press like lies about me. Like, I can't work around you. Right. So if there's a chance we could work together again, I would like an order to prevent that from happening. I don't want to be around you.
The fact that he behaved like that in public with a good chance of being videoed too is also shows
he knew it was recorded. He knew it was recorded. That's how he's not living in the same reality, because it was on video and he still lied.
Like, I really it takes a lot for me to like stuff down that people like on my side of things like interact with him. Like, I really have an issue with that. I'm not expecting people to like take my side or don't talk to him for that reason, like ride or die like J7 here is. Like, I don't expect that at all. But, people need to be reminded. Does anybody want to be reminded about how he acted towards Aiden? What he was doing towards Aiden? Like, I remember being in the courtroom sitting on the side of him in the press box, and he was salivating at getting a picture of Aiden coming upstairs in cuffs. He kept having his phone ready. The minute we heard the door open for somebody to come up and think it was going to be Aiden, he couldn't wait to get his phone to get that money shot of Aiden in cuffs. He was relishing in it. And like, people forget about that. That really added to like the environment at the time when Aiden was in jail. You know what I mean? Of like, really people like making fun of Aiden at a time when he was like at his worst, incarcerated.
So gross.
I could never, even if Aiden says like, oh, like I'm liking Grant again, that's great. Aiden can. I don't forget what people do to me if it's that egregious. You know, if it's not a big deal, fine. But Grant was really unhinged at that time. And I don't know if he has healed. I don't even know what his living situation is. Like, are things more stable?
With his mom. His mom's evicting him, and he's suing.
Does he still live with his mom?
For the time
I've
being,
never watched them.
They're suing.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna do my thing, and if the judge says yes, the judge says yes, and if the judge says no, then I have to make decisions on going somewhere where he is. And the answer would probably be I wouldn't go.
Right. And for reasonable reasons. Also, it makes me like, not for nothing, but if I know somebody's behaved badly, as in they're not just like they got Karen Reed wrong and were once on the wrong side, but are a fundamentally bad person, and then you continue to associate with them, sorry, it is what I'm not a Nobel Prize winner. I judge you by association. It is what it is.
Right.
I'm not the most mature person on the internet. I don't pretend to be, and I don't want to be, and deal with it. That's how it is in real life. Like, if you hang out around terrible people, I question whether you're a terrible person.
The other thing too about the Grant thing, the day that he charged at me and put his body up against me and touched me, that was on the front page of the fucking Boston Herald.
Crazy.
I didn't appreciate that I was dragged into like a circus vibe that was happening there, because every day I showed up at court professional. I was new. You know what I mean? I was working really hard. Like, that also added to like my mental state with that. Like, here's, you know, the Boston Herald writing a fucking article about it. That was bad. Like, I didn't like the way I looked out of that. Like, and by the way, he didn't even really get the whole story. He happened to be there, but like, it looked terrible for Grant and for me and for Karen Reed. And it's just more drama shit that I don't want to deal with.
Right. It's just inappropriate. It isn't acceptable behavior.
Maybe he won't go and he'll just let it get. I mean, I think he'll defend himself against it, but I had been thinking about it for a while. And like, you know, I don't want, again, like, I care about my followers, so to speak, are people going to be mad at me that I go and do it?
No.
So here's a comment. Here's a comment from Kitty Cat. Let me see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kitty Cat Naps. Yeah. She said, Grant only changed his mind because Lindsay did. He is erratic, and trusting him is dangerous because he's a head case. So I don't think people will be mad.
They're going to have to live with my decision to move forward with it, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to the judge.
Yep.
And maybe the judge will say, you know what? It's been 3 years, right? Because I'd be extending it for third year. So we had the first year, it got extended for a second. So this will be the third. Maybe the judge will say there is no risk and everything is okay.
Enough is enough.
Then,
but that's what a judge is for. You both give your side, and
right.
Right. That's what we have the system for.
Well, you know how I feel about the system. It doesn't always get it right. But
we fight the system.
Right.
Also, people are going to be mad at you. You can say this guy,
yeah,
whatever.
I know. I'm mad at myself sometimes.
Most of the time, I'm mad at myself. Join the club, guys. It's fine. The water's wet. Climb on in.
Just some self-deprecation going on. It's fine. How's the chat? How long have we been doing this for? I don't have. What time is it?
3. We've been doing it for 3 hours, or you've been doing it for 3 hours and 23 minutes. It's 3:30.
All right. I'm going to stop at 4 and cook dinner. So that we'll be done for the.
I forgot to ask, you're going to have people take these oyster shells home at the wedding.
Yes.
Because I wanted to ask if Jake and I could have some for our wedding, but I guess not.
I can make these for you. I can do this for you.
I'm going to come to Boston
Won't
and
be
paint them when that happens. I will be right there. Don't
I
you
don't
worry.
think Jake is a big oyster shell guy.
He will be.
Yeah. He'll
Will
be
he a
whatever I
shotgun
tell him to
shell?
be.
By the way, I know like I didn't stop, but hold on. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. We have 70 done, by the way. So we're
Wow.
halfway there.
Wow.
I feel so guilty sitting here while you're doing them. Like I should be helping.
It's great. I'm fine. It's great. They look
Good.
beautiful. I don't know how the chat is doing. This must be the most boring
They're
thing ever.
fine. They're
The
definitely
chat
on
is
your
doing-
side about Grant.
They're
Yeah.
having a
Yeah.
wonderful time in this chat.
I appreciate the support on that. It's not, and by the way, like I don't think it's impeding Grant from living his life either. You know what I mean?
No.
The only time it would make a difference is if he did want to attend a court hearing and he can't. And honestly, like,
He's busy with his war reports.
yeah.
He's apparently.
I mean, I can't. I find them to be unintelligible. Those war reports, but just me.
Hey, you missed it when J7 and I did our own war report when you were in Florida.
Yeah.
You did a war update?
I did. I
In the
was
chat.
nurse Ken, and then J7 came on and made it better. I don't remember what we even said, but
we won the war.
We're like it's not going to be 10 days, Jess. We started there.
Listen, it's
remember.
not. And I'm so mad, but it's costing so much money. I'm getting mad at Trump lately.
So much money.
So
I don't know.
many
I think.
billions.
Did you see what Tim Pool said the other day?
No.
So Tim Pool points out that basically Trump has kind of restructured the global energy infrastructure.
Yeah.
So where the United States will align with Russia, we have Venezuela, in Iran,
Yeah.
which would be kind of like the new world order. And so you'd have to a lot of needles need. I think that's why he wants Greenland so bad too. But if you can thread the needle, that actually would be really impressive. However, I'm getting a little antsy. We voted him in to have no new wars. It's getting to be that time, you know?
I think that even if he does pull that off, it's only as good as the administration that's in power. And what would happen if we didn't win the White House next time around? You know what I mean? Like how much of that could be undone?
Well, simultaneously, if you're able to destroy, like, yeah, that it's a good point. I still kind of in my heart want to trust the plan a little.
I mean, what would President Marco Rubio even do with this afterwards?
Well,
We're skipping right over Vance.
Yeah.
Part of it is the whole business angle of it and what's going to happen in the Middle East because of this, and the cost to us as consumers while this is happening is.
We can afford it. Remember under COVID when they intentionally put gas to $5.50? Whatever.
I don't remember that. Maybe it's because I was in my
I
house.
understand.
know.
I understand the
remember
gas
that.
prices. Like gas prices, fine. But I am a crazy person with my grocery prices. And I talked about this. Grocery prices are significantly lower. Everything I have seen at Walmart continues to go down. And I'm talking big money down. Like, again, like I watch the prices every week. I buy the same things. So like, where else are we feeling it? The housing market and the rent prices and things like that, that's Massachusetts. It's not like that everywhere. I don't think that has anything to do with the Trump administration more than it has to do with like the Democratic administration we have here.
Yeah, stop having BlackRock buy up residential homes. Also, Miller time. You're not going to bait me into talk. The fact Cyberchick is a mod for the expert. Think for yourselves, everyone. Anyone who has Cyberchick as a mod is an idiot. Okay, what else do you want me to say?
Wait, is really? That's
right. And you know, the expert is Baker's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I put expert and Emily C in touch because Baker, I guess, sat there for months and never realized the two of them would make a good pair. And now they're all running off into the sunset together with Cyberchick. So, yeah, I'm a little bothered by it. Thank you.
Nobody in the world ever expected things to go down the way they did with Cybercheck than me. And not only that, but even even the simple disagreement of the way it happened that day, I was still like on the phone with her. We're not changing anything. You're still staying a mod.
You didn't even kick her out.
No, it was the opposite. It was like, it was even more than that. It's like, okay, show me we can disagree politically and you can still stay. You know what I mean? I didn't look at her politics before I brought her on, but once I did, because someone tipped me off that she was like an anti-Trump thing or whatever. That to me was even more.
The day I went in her chat was like, it was wild.
It might have been you actually that tipped me off. That even more so. To me, it's like, okay, I'm going to prove to everybody I don't need fucking Republicans to be part of my team. Let me, a decent human that's on the other side politically, I'm fine. Great.
Well, we happen to live in Massachusetts. You know what it's like to be a Republican in Massachusetts?
Right.
You're surrounded by, so like I don't have the luxury of disinviting people to Thanksgiving over their political views.
Correct. Great
I'm
point.
on the other side of that. So I would never do that to anyone. I think it's disgusting. And
it's just the way that she handled it though. I think I wrongfully saw some confidence there that wasn't there. She was unable to move past me saying like, I viewed her, I know this is crazy, as an employee. She was an employee of mine. And I think as the boss, I had every right to say, do not openly criticize my politics or like do anything like that again. This is my show. I work for it. I'm the one with everything on the line. And I had the decency to have that conversation offline privately. Right. And then when we were done, I was like, 100% we are not changing shit. You are staying. Love having you here. And then to not even have like an exit interview with me that way.
And do it passive aggressively.
And then when I jumped in her chat after days of not hearing from her to be like, oh, like, hey, you're going to return my call. The way she handled that was to like try to be snarky and come on mine and say it. Fuck that.
And anyone, like we're out here saying it. Everyone has the information that they need. Don't say we didn't warn you about her. If you still deal with anyone who deals with that cyber chick, be warned. She's a bad person. I don't know what else to Kim.
Props to Kim. She knew Cyber Chick was my mod, and Kim didn't say shit about her to me. She stayed in her lane and probably was like, she'll figure it out on her own. You know what I mean? After the fact, Kim telling me like all this shit. And by the way, Cyber Chick was shitting all over Kim. I read those text messages. Like
that was wild about the meet and greet. That
and things with Kim and I were so fragile. She
tried to egg that on.
She did. She did.
Which is so, and it's just so wild to listen. I don't want to offend anyone, but even women my age, I'm 38. It is not appropriate to be behaving like middle schoolers on the internet. Like, it goes beyond like not liking someone. What Cyber Chick did was intentionally cause problems that like directly affected my real life. I don't appreciate it. I don't think anyone else she did it to appreciates it either.
I bet you anybody that she's a mod for, she's talking to, I bet you any money she will call and say, oh, I don't want to send this in a text.
Yep.
She so many times would never type anything because she would shit talk and it's the same shit as fucking Brian.
She knew what she was doing.
Correct.
And she's
but
the
she
cyber
did
expert.
send enough texts. I mean, she sent enough texts, and you said there were more, but she sent enough for us to all get a
the
clear
conversations offline were.
Well, I had no idea that. Who was saying it? Moons. Like, there were some phone conversations that were wild, I guess. Like that. Like, listen, if your entire life is gossiping about people, I know that we were kind of bitching and stitching right now, but then we have chores to do and stuff. Like, it shouldn't be ever consume your mind. It's something. This is how I shut my brain off. No offense to everyone.
Right.
Like, it's not how I turn my brain on.
Right.
To talk about this stuff. It's like watching Real Housewives or something.
The best thing I can say about this is, when people would criticize Aiden for not like paying attention to his like passwords and his stuff, right? Like that. There is a certain element to being so busy with what we do that like, there's just some things that I don't have the bandwidth for. And I didn't have the bandwidth to like pay attention to what Cyber Chick was doing personally, previously, or anything. I blindly trusted her. And listen, that I won't make that mistake again. Like I should have paid it. I learned.
Like, what it's not normal behavior that you encounter in real life. So like there was no reason to think of it as suspicious at first.
She knew more about everybody in this whole arena than I did.
Yeah,
She
but
was
ironically,
watching and paying attention to everything.
Yeah, sure. But she didn't know Baker and I were like intimately involved. So she's paying attention to everything, but doesn't actually know what's going on, which is even more embarrassing for her because it makes her look stupid. She actually could have like stayed on the team.
You know, I have a take on the Baker thing about you, and I don't want to get into it at all because we're going to hard stop soon. My take is this, like, I believe only you and only him know exactly what happened between only you and only him. And each one of you has the ability to have your own take on it. And that's it. You're allowed to feel how you feel about it or him. And you can say what you want, and you're under no obligation to care about what other people think. And he also can take his stance on it and do the way he does or whatever. And everybody who is witness to that has to kind of just accept that's how you guys are going to be or not and move on. But I think every relationship, however intimate, however far away, however close, it's not our place to judge when we don't know the whole story. And that's it.
It sucks to be it's okay, guys. It's okay, Jake. It's okay to dump me. Okay, I'm not gonna Babadook you, but I think it really sucks to have it. Has me excluded from basically half of the internet at this point, which really sucks. I miss my old friends. Bummer. Fuck them for allowing it. It should have been said to him a while ago that he's being cruel and he's out of line. I didn't do anything to deserve to be excluded everywhere. That's all.
Agreed.
But what did I also tell you?
Everyone should still watch him.
What did I say to you last night? Do not let you can't give it power. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. It just sucks right now. It's a moment in time, and tomorrow's a new day. You know. But he's a great asset for Aiden. I would never want it to harm his business in any way. Right. He's a really talented person, and I encourage everyone to consume his content.
In something totally unrelated, in North Carolina and Wisconsin, the house prices are out of control. People are mentioning, and Danny's in the chat. You might want to have him help you with the puppet show soon, Jess.
You know, I was saying to Danny the other night, Jess, him and Dean from Chat Rats. Yeah. Danny's got a whole CIA setup happening with it.
What do you mean?
Like he's got like 7 computer screens.
Does he?
Yeah. So I was telling him, hey, Jess is teaching a course. Yeah. Why don't you guys offer to help her? And you know, they didn't want to impose. So I said, don't worry, I'll tell Jess. So if you want any tricks, they'll give them to you.
I'm not sure that me teaching that class has benefited any of the people that I taught it to.
I totally disagree.
Here we are.
Opposite.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, what about Moves in Ocean? And they were telling me there's a whole class of 30 people, all different ideas. And the only reason they have the courage to do it is because you started the class.
I'm not sure I'm going to do the next rounds. Like I'll do the last one in our group, but I don't know if it's.
It's a lot of time for you, but I do appreciate it very much because we had thought about it and talked about it, but it really gave us the homework is what gave us the incentive to do it.
Yeah, and we had a lot of fun. Over for you and teach it for you, Jess, if you want me to. I think it's really
time. Cool. It's about maybe I'm just letting some like outside influence get in, which is not normally my style, but like I don't know if it really made a difference.
I'm telling you that it did. I know what the critique was about the first class. I teach insurance classes. That happens. But the feedback from the students themselves is unanimous that it was like inspirational, reaffirmed their confidence in themselves. All really positive things. And it's more than just technical button pushing. It's like a energy spread, a positive energy vibe.
Okay, we'll think about it.
One person,
anything-
I don't know her name, but the girl that is reporting now on
Maggie.
YouTube. Yeah.
She's
And
cool.
what's happened to her in the courtroom and how
Yeah.
they saw her basically as a threat with sitting with taking notes. That's a whole story. That's sort of everything here that happening there.
It's Maggie Winterton, by the way, if anybody is interested. Her name is Maggie Winterton. Sometimes is she in the chat?
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. She's great.
Yeah.
Very cool. And wild story. What's a lot of different angles she can go pivot with that.
I just don't want to waste anybody's time or set the bar too high. And if anything, for me, my summer like opens up. You know what I mean? Like we don't have Aiden's trial until the end of the year, right? Kelsey's kind of done. A lot of people, by the way, have been like talking about family court and why I'm not covering family court. Like I have an issue with it. I think it's super private, and I don't know. I mean, I'll certainly talk about it after the fact. There's something weird about family court. You know what I mean? It's way too intimate.
It doesn't feel like it's appropriate for us to be looking in on it.
But my schedule clears up for the summer, so I have like more time. You know what I mean? So like, it's not a time thing. It's just I don't want to waste anybody's time.
Also, we can do an impromptu beach days, as in like I'll just let you know in the chat when I'm going to the beach. You broads can meet me there or not.
Maybe we can revise the class and do less technical stuff and more homework stuff. You guys seem to like that, and you thought that was a thing. So maybe we could change this a little bit.
I think just that, like, it sounds to me like something like 30 other people are there. So like if you had an idea and you kind of weren't sure about it, but then Jess has this class and there's 30 other people with all different ideas, suddenly you're not so alone. And just that
Moons and Ocean coming together is like one of the things I least expected. And what's the name of your channel or your show?
Ocean Moons Live.
I love it.
I
love it.
Well, we actually started talking to each other in your chat. And the rest is history. And we just find there's so much that people don't understand.
By the way, does everyone know the history of chat rats? Danny, do you know Tim Pool mentioned he had Alex Stein on and the specific, I almost fainted. The chat rat Discord was mentioned because somebody got married from there. So the idea behind chat rats is like they were all during the Karen Reed trial, but then after the first trial, there were less kind of places to congregate at.
Right.
So like the cult leader Danny Thomas would drop a little smoke emoji, and you'd have to follow him and find him in very like weird weather channels or whatever because they missed each other. Yeah. So now he set up this whole community. I think they're trying to get me in the Discord with the furries. It's not going to happen, boys. But
I don't know.
They have this whole community that Tim Pool is randomly talking about. Very cool.
Somebody once warned me about Discord and said it was like bad for your YouTube channel, and so I avoided it. I don't remember who was it. Moons that told me that. Somebody very early on told me.
Yeah, it can be like the underbelly of the world. It all depends.
It's where a lot of the screenshot blackmailers do their dirty business.
No.
Yeah. It's where they all gossip about me. There's a whole channel that they talk shit about me.
There's a whole channel about me on Reddit. Not a channel, but there's a whole Reddit thing about me. Yeah. My son found it. My son was on Reddit. He's like, Mom. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
You made it.
It is almost 4:00. I'm going to break and cook.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having. It definitely made a difference that you guys were here, so I would have people to talk to. So thanks for joining.
Happy to serve.
Sorry to the chat that I didn't see most of you, but later on when I have a chance, I will read comments.
I'm going to get back to my assignment of seducing Jake.
Oh, okay. Is anybody live right now that we can send people to?
I have no idea.
I'll look.
My hands are covered in Mod Podge and shell stuff. My computer has got like a white dust on it. I'm so upset. I have to clean it.
Mary B is going to go live at 4:20.
Okay.
Nobody else is live. You know, I never saw that live button until you showed us the other night.
On
Before.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, it's my go-to. It's like if I
Oh,
pop
it's
in and
my
I'm looking
favorite
for
thing.
yeah, I'm like, who's live?
I don't know. I just have like
Bay Harbor Beauty is also live at 4:20.
They want to know how many shelves you got done.
Okay, let me count. So that was
72.
50, 51, 52, 54, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 79.
79. That's great.
A nice aphrodisiac.
Wow.
Yeah, we
I
did
thought
really
this was going to take forever.
And like they are, I'm not going to go over there, but like they're looking so great.
They are
They're
so cute.
I love them.
Very adorable.
Yeah.
I like that
this could be
Julia
a
just
side
sat there
business.
silently and banged a couple out.
I like
These fucking bugs.
I actually said this to Julia. If I wasn't part of the wedding, like I think we could have done the flower arrangements as well.
Yeah.
And
of
the
course
and
they
the
have.
flower arrangements are costing so much money. Like
Are
it's
they?
an obscene. I think the flowers for the whole wedding are like 7,000. It's like a lot of money.
I think Jake and I will probably elope. Who wants to spend money on flowers?
It's a lot. But I would have like I could have done it. Like I didn't want to have to like the day before put them together. Like there's so much other stuff to do. So like these right here, like I don't mind doing it because it's weeks in advance. You know what I mean? So we'll get them done and we'll put them away. But like the flowers, like I don't know. There's definitely ways to save money on this wedding, but being a part of it.
You're not going to be at your house. You're going to be somewhere else. So
yeah, that's the other thing. So we were dealing with all of this other crazy stuff. By the way, I don't remember who it was that told me about the Turo app to rent cars when we were in Pensacola. Remember, we ran into an issue. They didn't have a car, but Turo cars are way easier to find up in Massachusetts than they were in Pensacola. So I rented a Chevy Tahoe for the weekend. So we have, the problem is getting all of the stuff from the wedding that may come back home because they leave for their honeymoon the day after. So, and we're staying a whole extra day. So we have the ability to like load all the stuff and bring it back so they don't have to deal with it. So I wanted to have like a bigger car. But anyway, Turo, that app ended up being a lifeline because it's way cheaper than renting a car through like
But just understand, you're renting through Turo is fine.
Yep.
You cannot be putting your car up for rental on Turo. That's not insurable.
I guess, you know, like the way it was explained to me, it's like the Airbnb of like car rentals.
Right, but they haven't had the first. They claim that it's like Uber, where they say they've got $1 million of coverage.
Yeah.
But you have to have the first lawsuit to find out who's really covered where, and you don't want to be the first one to litigate it.
I'm very happy to rent the cars from them.
Renting is totally fine.
Yeah. So we have that going, and then so we'll have like an extra vehicle down there, and then we're staying for multiple days on end. But I thought about it. We should have booked the Friday before to get down there before. Like, I don't know why I didn't think of it. I don't know. I wish we had the night before. We tried to add an extra day and we can't. So
it'll work out.
I think
we'll
so.
come together. It's going to be beautiful.
I think so.
She's so happy. Aiden's the one I met at the meet and greet, right?
Yes.
Upstanding young gentleman. Good head on his shoulders.
Yeah. They're very excited now. Now everything is done. Like you can see them relax. Like the Bachelor and Bachelorette's done. Everything's done. So now it's just
just getting down the aisle, baby.
The other day, I think where he had his final pickup for his tux, he picked that up.
So awesome. Young love.
Fun.
They're good kids.
I want to just say, because I don't know how many people watch it, but I get so many suggestions from the chat for everything. Like there's so many things that the chat has like improved my life on, you know what I mean? Things I wouldn't know about. I mean, like case in point like this, you know what I mean? But like the chat has been very helpful. It's definitely a positive of sharing like life stuff is the chat like adds, you know what I mean? Life experience, what I'm doing. Yeah. So it's been great.
Good group of girls.
Like when you're in the chat, when you're in the chat, you learn so much and people are so helpful.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Great.
It's just a nice way to wake up in the morning. All the bunnies and besties giggling and gossiping. And then we go have productive days.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. If you were J7's house, the Popo
Yeah.
might be on their way.
Careful.
All right, Reagan's going crazy. I want to say thank you, ladies, Jill and Jess. Thank you very much
Thanks for
kind
having
of
me.
holding it down. Bye to the chat. I'll see you tomorrow for 24 and 24 first thing.
Bye.
Bye.
It's all your favorite Jess Machado songs on one CD. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth, say goodbye to Jack. When I leave for Bunny After Dark, I'm not coming back. It's all the hits you've always loved in one place. Just so everyone knows, it's alright because I got Jeff his new guitar. And that's okay, cause my family is the best thing for me. Whether you're singing in the car by yourself or hanging out with your besties, there's a song for everybody. How much is that coffee at Society? Last week it was 50 cents less. How much is that coffee at Society? I don't care if this causes a mess. Recruiting seagulls, dishing about politics, or just straight up gossiping, this is the CD for you. One low price of $19.99. The chat I can't see. I'm driving and the sun's in my eyes. I love 24 on 24. I said I'm getting all the views. Sorry, Brian and Crawford. I told you before. Don't fuck with me. I'm a Fall River whore. Don't fuck with this Fall River whore. All songs, all decades, all moods, all Jess. I got a new life, you'd hardly recognize me. I'm so glad that Kayla Churchill and Jen Altman are not in my life. I don't care about all of my stupid haters. That is right. Eat my asshole. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Get out of bed and call today.